this year for Voice of Salone Network. Today now October 15, on Friday 2021. And as you now know, every Friday we get a topic where we come to fumble them, follow it, discuss them, and see how much more we will push Mama Salone forward. Tonight, I get with me two guests. I get with me Auntie Kadi, we join me all the way from the UK, and also we brother, we also the joining from the United States, Mr. Tababa. They will come join me for law. We talk about some things that we know say in the better salon, and also some of the concerning people in Gesogo at the time, and we debate them. We did try to touch on three topics tonight. If time permits, we want to touch on three different topics. Then we want to talk about President Bio, the Expo 2000 where it happened at Dubai yesterday. How much more that will benefit with Sierra Leoneans then? Different opinions then. We also want to talk about the audio where I mean they out about Mr. Lawyer Kaloko, where he said an aspirant of the APC party, where he say towards Dr. Samura, and also we have to talk also about what may happen at McKinney concerning Samsumana and the APC, if it time permits we. So tonight, I go. I'm in the host today, and Auntie the camera again. So I will have to make guests will introduce himself. Over to you, Auntie.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever on a day. I'm glad for the here today as a guest. So Mr. will able give me opinion. So I hope so I'm going to
Thank you very
over
much, and over to you, Mr. Baba.
Yeah, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It depends to which part of the world you find yourself. Me and I'm picking Tababa. This time the user voice and not change again. Tababa always there for let's along go before and make a fix along. And now collective responsibility as a Sierra Leoneans from that country, not get any other country. Not just Salone. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Baba. Again, like we say, again, the article and we got and share video on Facebook and then also the different platforms that we share. So I will start with the Expo 2000 because we all know say yesterday social media on fire. Plenty people and try for get their opinions. Some in they in favor, some not in they in favor of waiting happen at Dubai. So for people who not me understand what happened, I will just give it brief history that we will try for show a video about some of them things in there. Then I go allow me guess the million Camilo we talk about no man giving you an opinion and what they know about what how they see how they feel say it helps Sierra Leone. So what we understand, we know say for me Cardinal will take over as the ambassador, say them the try for the brand the music business in Sierra Leone and the first them in the work. So we understand say the president may go to Dubai. So this now they mean get for then they plan the Expo 2000. So they may say according to them, they need to involve Sierra Leone on the world platform. And the president may end up for say then they try for make them put we on the map in terms of exposing the country and also try for expose the musicians them so that the world will see them. So yesterday we understand they go with several musicians them and also Sierra Leoneans were inside Dubai. A couple of ministers they all go over there for go do the show. Plenty of people let me talk say well to them they not see I'm like saying seen at the time this because people in suffer at the country. So people in talk say well Saloma not they appreciate because the president try for put you on the map. So again me go hand them over to me guess them tonight. Let we talk about what them think about the Expo 2000. Again I go ask them first then come up first and give them an opinion. Then later now we go come in and play the video. Let us say watch them. Talk about what you now think, and then we will play the video them. So I will start with Auntie Kadi, 4 to 5 minutes. I can just explain. The president take musicians them, take ministers them, say they go sell Salone at the world and at the on world stage yesterday in Dubai. So what do you think about the move? Feels like a good move, not the right time, not the right time. Over to you, man.
thank you. Now outright a waste of public resources, waste of public funds. We don't need for care with musicians there and the large number of people, including ministers and all, say they want to go show the country to the world or to Dubai. so they go do things for them. No. You see, what the minister that they go do for go sit down for go enjoy, these people don't have respect for their unions. They don't. Because they have respect for their unions. People are suffering. Rice don't go 4,500 or just over 400,000, and then they go spend that kind of money there na Dubai with all the people we not necessary for go with them take them all go waiting and they go bring come for we. Waiting. This president don't they travel plenty plenty. 30 days they're not bringing that here. The simple Tabalagba, the bakery, they're not bringing Kaite now. Then still they go. You see? And they get for understand say, not to wait and go na the world. Wait till me see say. Now invite and they invite president say, wait they really need you. You see, then they call you. But we young president now they go and run after people and go run after people. They're getting it wrong. Because we get things and we get way how we for boost the economy in a Salone. We not just get for the dependent for go bring people and bring people and can let people and can help we. If we take care of a lot of things in the country, gradually we're gonna do something. You see, that we they go no more all the time. Where to make this president they go? Why ain't not they take from me money? Because they play plenty money. You see, you know what thing I get problem with? Because each time we then go, I go like for no say, they know they give them per diem. But if they give them per diem, they go ask me bad because this president already they take plenty money. I remember when this president come the power. I support this man, oh, you understand, eh? So let people not say they against Sam. When he come, when he win this election, what's not the first thing he do? He cut down on him pay. He say the money them they get and it's gonna be too plenty. He not see one person they get that kind of money then they. It costs him pay. But I'm telling you, it costs him pay. Which way they look now is if it costs him pay because he knows say they take him back 20 times full. Many folds they take him back. And he don't take all the pay where he say equal. He don't even take more. You understand? These people that they take us for granted. You see, some of us will not go allow people the way they take we for granted. Then we sit down, we shut up, we know they talk. We get for talk. Help the poor people and we're not able to talk. We don't understand. Now that make God don't make them put some of we school. We able read and write, we able understand for let we talk for them. This cannot continue. Each time this president's gonna plenty money they go spend. Where is this money coming from? You know they able think and see people that not get food for eat, people that they suffer, people, everything they happen under the country, you see, then it they away all the time. This president is hardly there you anyway. You see, sometimes it makes me wonder, you see, wait when they get all the issues there, are they scared that sometimes they go overthrow them so that when they overthrow them, they go they out of the country? You see, it's that's why you know people are asking so many questions that make all the time and they out of the country. You see, because you cannot, you're not go afraid your skin. You understand? Eh? No, you're not go afraid your shadow. You get me? You see, so for me now, make I wait the other guests they say like give them chance.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Mr. Babala, come to you. According to the president, to what we understand, is say it will go attract the investors them now on the world stage. So Expo 2000, to what we understand, is a huge occasion where therefore showcase the musicians then on the world stage at the same time to have attract investors them where then at the inside of the world here. So then we will see we young presence there and see if they will come for invest in the country. What thing are you take about the entire occasion what happened yesterday and the people that wouldn't go and all that?
Once again, good evening to Salone and good evening to every viewers. Same and people that already sympathize and sympathize with Salone. And if one thing way I can tell you say President Bio very dishonest with Salone. And that don't be a situation where in Salone and saying with dishonesty, they don't take way to a situation where in the country not grow. I they refer the country to individuals becoming a human resource development that I may feel. A country is just like a human being. When you study, you're not material, you're not human resource. You don't need for market itself. You result and other things that they market it to the world. I think the situation and the way we only for do not say we don't need for create this the way president the world is a scam. We don't need for scam the know the attraction of Sierra Leone. We don't need for scam the world. Let's go back like out an analysis. So now let the viewers they understand exactly what Tababa they come on. As my sister they talk here, me Tababa I don't serve Sierra Leone 15 years at my age. From time in the university, when I come, I work in the office of the vice president and other president for 7.5 years as executive assistant to the vice president of Sierra Leone, which I'm proud of. I give me diligent service to Sierra Leone, and up to now, they give me diligent service to Sierra Leone. I'm an American. I don't choose for stay here in America. I don't forget it for do Sierra Leone. But me picking the way I born when I met in them, just want to go home, and I want for proud of me home when I Sierra Leone. I can't boast on them for telling say they are Americans, which I not. They are Sierra Leoneans and Kono. I'm from one village close to Guinea border when I Gisi self for the talk, not to Kono. I want that. That's why I'm in my home. My kids, I talk Kono to my kids. Because I want to let them know the situation. One, we don't need for scam the world for let the world know the Sierra Leone they exist. What we need for do, and for let we accept to self and very be honest to the country, they will choose for protect Sierra Leone in very honest manner. Don't get independent with the countries them, or get independent together. Like go to one country when South Korea. South Korea been very much devastated to Sierra Leone or get independent 1961. If you go to South Korea right now, and then if I help Sierra Leone on development issue, and then if I send things and you are not been too say, the president going to go and lie to the world and rebrand Sierra Leone on promise on scam. What do you need for do? When I say I refer the viewers into human resource, there is one thing here, Sister Kadi, my brother, here. If me you go university or 3 go Sierra Leone or go university, Auntie Kadi get first class distinction. Auntie Kadi no need for tell you what Sierra Leone say na first class distinction, you know. Sierra Leone go know say get first class distinction. You don't need for go tell Sierra Leone say first class. What you need for do, we all need for come back as a Sierra Leone and address say there is an issue in Sierra Leone. Which President Bio Faye for accept say there is an issue. And this issue for us, let's say it go lie to the international community. As it go lie in a UN General Assembly say, every Sierra Leone they take $500 home. That is a scam. If the president is scam Sierra Leone, who is not going to start the scam? May you know say that's not fake, not so true. For take 500 or 1,000 Sierra Leone, I don't care how many number we can go now. Now, that is not going to solve the Sierra Leone problem. We think for solve the Sierra Leone problem. With me and you work as a Sierra Leone who fix the problem, the international all will know say Sierra Leone has been fixed. Then they come, when they get investors, and then they can find way. When you defend investors, you will not get the right investors. When investors defend you, you always get the right, because you get the time for think who I'm going to deal with and who I'm not going to deal with. Now I make out South Korea. We get independent at the same time, and South Korea's situation will be very much worse, more than Sierra Leone. But today, somebody will make you, it just like somebody will incident in class this time. South Korea always step and donate money now to Sierra Leone. From the time we don't get where an Escoma create an embassy in South Korea. Why South Korea don't left Sierra Leone? From 1961 we all get independent. Now because Sierra Leone we just choose say we leader them just choose say the whole life we all need for live now for scam and lie to the public and lie to international partners then. But one thing where I want follow understand here about lie always catch up with you. True always stand. President Bio no need for take how many thousand or how many hundred people then for carry and go. That's scamming. It is scam the country. He knows that Sierra Leone has an issue. In the first place, President Bio no say he not get any close relationship with the opposition governments. He knows that. President Bio no say APC, I'm not a APC, I'm a member of C4C, founding member, and once a secretary general for C4C. C4C. President Bio no say APC get more registered member more than SFPP. If you the country where in the opposition where you know say you get more registered members, you get more people that will participate, we are not in terms, then you go for scam the world. If the president of Sierra Leone is a scam, even if we get scammed then as Sierra Leone, we don't need to question them because our president he's a scam. He's lying. He go what he gonna Dubai so a scam he go scam the world. For he knows that there's issue to address in Sierra Leone which is not fixed. If Sierra Leone fixed, international partners then go see Sierra Leone not fixed, then safe will come. I just don't show you one country when South Korea. Let's show you another country where Sierra Leone get the same issue. Singapore. Singapore is just like a capital city, capital state, like Freetown. Singapore today, the whole world want for reckon with Singapore. Singapore president not to say if I go scam the world, it choose for fixing country. The president want for make the international partners and say president good job in his past 3 years we don't be as a president. The first thing we need for present where you go missing and program in events what thing you don't achieve and what thing else you alone on not what thing in government else you alone don't achieve. Now that you need for project. You not just need for go sit down like when you sit down at television just talk to the world for let people then say, oh tap just get tap na possible sabi talk about twist word. No. I never present me what they would fact. President Biono say the judiciary in Sierra Leone a mess, you know than they, which if international partners and they come for can invest allow that at the judiciary. President Biono say the judiciary in a mess. You know than they. President Biono say the parliament they always sit down when they want to get money, when they don't know money don't come, when they go, oh man, they go and pass through them commodity. You know that. President, you know, the executive went in the head and scam the scam Salone. Our president be one for market Sierra Leone in scamming. In all which they say is the president himself for the lead way is a complete 419 as a scammer. They want for scam Sierra Leone in your own passion and interest with him with. And we're not ready to encourage anybody who will scam this country. I know here whose platform you go, but somebody go say, tap, no one for say this and no one for say. When person that give you one background, when people be one for kind of power. Me na one person will not lie. Sam Sumana na me main member. I challenge Sam Sumana in 2018 election. I support SLPP in Kono. I make the whole Kono districts vote for SLPP. And I even tell them say if Sam Sumana they go declare for APC, I they make them go burn the house. Because I've been feeling we'll get that changes. This guy will be the better leader. And not be no saying a 419 a scammer. My record out there, I didn't even do that. I spend my money. So if this president is scam with them, will keep quiet, say, "Oh, deal on the scam," Tab is not going to be part of it. And I believe, say, me region one at the eastern region where they represent, and Sierra Leone so you know a scam. SLPP when no one to be part of Mother being scam. Mother Bio is a scam, as you are accepting a scam. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mr. Baba. I will just give one more question before we bring the video. Before we do the video, for people who know see what happened yesterday, and we will see the video and they make their own judgments as well. But I come back to Auntie Kadi. So my people, they make an argument, say, well, now we look at the other side of it, say the president take the musicians and go put them on a world stage. Some of the musicians, they're nobody not sabi them. So if they don't perform at that stage, there's the possibility, say, then we expose them for begin get a better whether deal or music or whatever it is. So then go with plenty musicians from Sierra Leone. And one of the musicians where they carry away now, I think now Salone, where they talks in a legendary musician where they don't take the signal Salone from where it's small. Nobody not ever take them out to now on the world level. So this don't give hope to other musicians, the older people and where they sing, say okay, then save their own tone there and from then self come out. So what you go able tell we about your own take on that perspective, they and say, well, If una no una go mo say they go waste money and they do this thing, but una look at the other brighter side where they expose the musicians then to the world and give people the opportunity and when I mean get when I mean feel them get opportunity. What you go say to the people in there? Yeah. Are you?
Theo, is that question for me? Not for
Yes,
me?
ma'am. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. President Theo, is they in a position for is they in a position for expose the artists they also in the manner way they say for the good of themselves and all things. Like I say, because why I say it in a position, because they get plenty money. You get me? They get plenty money. You see, people don't bring musicians and Canada out of their own pockets more than even 10, 11 out of their pockets from passport, everything, visa, payment, everything, bring them abroad out of their own money. So why can't the president, if he so loves Salone, he's so one for helping people in the, why he not go put some in your money, in personal money, where it gets, rather than it dip into the funds where they for spend and the people then, the poor people in our country. You know, some of us, we come across as if we did against the president. No, we're not against the president. Well, I speak for myself. I like the poor people then pass the president. For the simple fact saying they suffer. The president, he did live in a way, a lavish lifestyle. So why would I want to support somebody where they live a lavish lifestyle where the people then they suffer? No, I wouldn't. You get me? So President Bill, sometimes I ask myself, say, the way he do the thing, people they say they support and vex. Because when you were in London abroad, how many countries did you visit? After when you done your 3 months as head of state, we want to know how many countries you visit. No, you only visit all the countries that are so now because you're not president. You see why? It's like I'm taking the opportunity now to visit all the countries that I would not have visited. You see, or I may not even be able to visit again. So why didn't Apala use my position now to go and visit those countries? That's how you come across. Whether that is what you actually mean that you had or not, but that's how you come across. You see, every little opportunity come you they go. Every little opportunity come you they go, and you're not only going, you're taking your wife, you're taking so many people. You understand? To the detriment, the suffering of the other people, then poor people. Then why would you do that? Why would you? You see, because you see, somebody may like the country, you they pull your money out of your pocket, out of your own pocket. That is what somebody I know will do that out of your own pocket. It bring about was it 11 or 12 musicians in the UK, and some of them end up for becoming big names out of personal pockets. They not take their money. So why you were as a president, you not go do one? Except you they go take the people their money plus per diem, whether they give back, then you worth they take, other people then they say, and you know then they show off. When they show off, when they go to the best hotels them, where otherwise when not for being able to sleep in. You get me? When they go sleep there all, thinking when I know the member say people that they suffer, when a member for tomorrow, when a member when a born picking them, we don't see people that within a power. You see, we don't see what happens to them picking it after power left them. We've seen it. This not a new thing. We know they wish for them they meet now because we think we all get picking them. You see, no matter how bad wanna be, we know they wish for them anything bad meet on picking them. But you get for take them because they say come not fall, not they jump fire. You see, because one can get away with them. But sometimes when a picking and not go get away with them, not because people they do them bad, but sometimes that the very Almighty go say, what when a parents and they do not nice, when a self can see what the other people and they go through. You see, I pray that it doesn't happen to una picking them. You see, because I born picking them, I not go want that. No matter how bad una, I not go want that. But una think say people and they suffer. Una think people that they suffer. You see, so now that's what it's there for say. You get where you get so much money, use your money. Then why were you saying that an Escoma was paid, was taking so many? How anybody would take that kind of money then they? I remember that's what you they say. Ha, and it would be a person will get that kind of money and they. Well, in fact, if they put all the money they take, like you don't pass it here and Escoma be they take. To be honest. That's what makes it difficult now for you to do anything to an Escoma because you pass waiting they accuse an Escoma say he do or waiting they accuse. You see, other people then say they do. You get me? Now people then get for talk. You know waiting? The reason why people are not talking, because majority of the people then poor, they not get. You see? Now that make them not they talk. Some man safe we get some man they safe let you not poor boy they afraid for talk because the old on there now you get lima we get before they get so the man and go open all people then they go.
Kadi, only there, that's wrong. That's wrong. Sierra Leone don't be in the country where with human rights to choose for let people that abuse we and Guinea will get the same culture. So everything will be done. Like when Guinea has been abused by Alpha Conde, issues they don't come up. How many times will Guinea don't overthrow? In we own central will get democracy. It's 3 or 4 times, right? They don't do things and we say no. We know when Alpha Conde abused the constitution, Guinea and somebody when I vote for the guy, no, I'm a Guinean. This is my people are suffering. So alone one thing we need for takes freedom not give it. Now hand in the hand freedom. So continue from that point. They know they give freedom to people. We put the organizers here, except people all want to support Africa. We don't create fancy into the system wherein all so far then say we okay. Then the politicians they enjoy. That's totally wrong. Now America they live. I don't care. When I was maybe a little bit stronger, the thing they want to achieve what they do now as a foreigner, they will achieve in the country. The job what they do now here, I'm able to get that kind of job in the country without political favor. Why as a Sierra Leonean say we don't need for no say, we come together and say this is wrong. This is about Sierra Leone. Need for the discussion about Sierra Leone. We need for discussion about individuals. Madabio is just a we need to discuss Madabio. If we don't want Madabio, why both SFPP and APC no will can say Mada is the wrong candidate, let's kick it out. We cannot discuss Mada as an issue. So if Mada be like a North Korea president, so we go for keep Mada because the Southeastern are the one just because they're brother for their power. Is that the question? Well, we almost all the suffer including ourselves.
Mr. Babalo, we look at the other thing now, though, because I understand. Auntie sorry, we cannot say we don't judge, we don't judge the time now, yeah. But
no,
I come back to you.
For not say, yeah. Okay, go back. Sorry for that.
Sentiments where you just say about the Guinean stuff, because we get for a look at compare the two things now, yeah, though. Because somebody go again, I talk say, oh, Mr. Babawan for encourage coup na Salone because he happened again. So I know we clarify that line for us at that area there because talk say we used to.
I know they talk about coup. I know they talk about coup, Mr. Kagbo. First and foremost, I'm a democratic person. A person who left Democrat. I don't believe in coup. I believe in ballot box. But what you make I tell you say, I count this instance for let we know say the Guinean people they're not ready for anything when nonsense with somebody individual. Alpha Conde was just an individual. He was not representing the whole political party of Guinea. Way in the head. I mean, they representing self. Alpha Conde did not say they represent in political party. If we don't week in prime minister or in vice president succeed, that in go third term. So that means the guy going third term, he was just thinking about himself. Madabio being selfish, traveled in wealth and family is not thinking about it. My message for the SFPP brother they know say. Mada is thinking about himself. He's just using SFPP as a platform. So the guy is a scam to even SFPP.
But just like what you said, you said in supporter. Like I mean, so most of we support the man. But I believe say this is the time wherein we need for what we do right now. We it's just like we make a gamble because me as done also I vote against. I mean, I campaign against Anes because of blatant corruption one in Sina State. So I think the way right now, I know like what they go on because I mean, feel say they will take most especially the human rights and other areas them and the judiciary maybe feel say because of the discipline of Madabio, if I don't change some things in the administration, why not see that happen? But I don't, you know, if at time is now, this now we choose, I mean, now we put on there. The quick can say, now we put on there, now we responsible for what's happened there. Now, I think say, if you not do right, it's up to we now for do what we need for make sure so we get the next person. The question is, you know, if you say you get chance for win the next election, because of the current situation where it is so,
Would I get chance for winning the next
May,
election?
I say, you know, if you
may,
say Mother still can stand a chance for win election because of the situation, because of how we political system fix that Salone.
yeah, let me come to
One thing for say,
Yeah, all I think happen no
I did
happen
and
approve,
write,
yeah.
I did and write a publication where probably before 2020, mid 2020, that publication may could be established on tab the fact about Sierra Leone politics. One plastic statement where at the take and say now the most classic statement people don't excuse me French. Then say Salone democracy in non stage is every president will carry for do 10 years. I don't know how them go say every president will come for do 10 years. We Ghana we don't develop as Salone and go president when I one time we do. Nigeria we don't develop as we don't get president when I one time we do. I don't know why Salone for sticking the situation we're in. We know say it's not working. We still why now Salone international partners have stick say we have to be into that. That's complete naivety, it's complete sycophancy, it's complete out of place. So first and foremost, let's tell you one thing is Mada you not even deserve for doing term. I don't even talk about a second term. Why would you choose Mada Bio for doing term in office? Because we as a Sierra Leonean, we are very peaceful, we want for respect. This democracy, we don't maintain, we don't not to Mada Bio counter as a claim. This democracy has been achieved by Sierra Leoneans then from 1996. I was doing my sixth form by then, a young boy. I voted John Calfa Smart because I wanted democracy, which Madabio himself manifested is that he rigged the election to elect SLPP in governance 1996. Not to me talk and Madabio talk the records are there. They say SLPP don't know how they kind of power 1996. Did I lie to that? The records are there. If this gentleman can say that say in rigged election, that means he always want for the capacity for Kwasi Waluna saying in your own will. 2023 is not going to work in Madabio's direction. My advice here, please let me give this to two institutions where the Madabio can use for fraud Sierra Leone. One is NEC, or give my brother Mohamed Kone a little bit advice. Politics is a stage. They get limited time. Mohamed Kone, you don't born picking there where posterity get for George and picking there for be future leaders of Sierra Leone or not future leaders of Sierra Leone. That can be testified by the good work we don't get this position for decide the fate of Sierra Leone. And the PPRC commissioner, Mada Biodipan use now for put on our own life at risk. This is not what I'm saying. This is what Mada is doing. In Kabbalah election don't testify. In the election at corner, what in there for happen. When I all see the press release we day, when we write neck, as a C4C member here saying, next year we say we get a court injunction. One of the sitting member of parliament, when I am as a Lamina, where they work with SLPP, it not ever happen in the history of Sierra Leone. That not ever happen when nomination don't close. They only open nomination. Nomination don't close for nominate candidate na corner. The 13th of October. Then open nomination today for Emma Lamina for go nominate C4C candidates. We in constitution of Sierra Leone, the chairman of the party and the secretary general of the party na for sign. This government don't tell we say a member of parliament for go sign for let somebody go represent the whole political party. Where this member of parliament a political party send and a parliament and the section 73 of the constitution say that member of parliament subject to the constitution to the party. So I don't know how a member of parliament can be supreme more than in political party. Now on a matter beyond government, I don't see that. So once you wait, Mohamed Kone, why I send this message? It risks in your own life, it risks in picking a future, it risks in your own situation in Sierra Leone problem.
Well, bring article
This is how this is very serious. This time the crowd investors. This and the cow say other partner. If Sierra Leone not get stability, we are all joking. We just dip and play fun. We dip and make some things where they are not correct. We don't need you don't need to play with a feature of you picking in life. If they reach a time, it will challenge you. That is what is going to happen. So do ya. So then two institutions them. Let them serve their conscience and serve Sierra Leone. They are paying out of the taxpayers' money. If not, if they not serve their conscience, they not serve Sierra Leone. Posterity will judge them one day. I reserve my case.
Well, okay, artically, the way Mr. Baba they say, but the say, the president, the government represents we, and we don't give them 5 years. People then will talk say, why we cannot go patient in 5 years? Don't force. No one to see how they roll. People want to cancel. What do you go say about that? Because we know election they come, and then you can put in case across for win another 5 years. So what's not you say?
So tell you the truth, you see, if the voters then generally vote for him, he win the election, nobody can dispute that because if they vote him, he win and they go for go second time. What we concern here is this. Even in the young party self, the SLPP party, so many people not happy because Bio for being do very well if you know be just focus on that power section. Because you get very good SLPP people then, where the sideline, where could have helped Bio achieve in goals. Very good people then. The sideline then, because of power. You don't like Fatima Bio, you're not in the group. You get me? You have to like Fatima Bio, not just liking her, but you get for succumb to her. You get for behave like Pekin to her. You forget for the only handbag all for them. You get me? You see? Or when they alapa you for one go tell because they say you get some minister, they say they go tell them morning for to pass now, go tell them morning before they go work. When they come work and pass the back. Well, me don't know if that's true. You see, but that is what they're saying. You get me? Eh? You see? Mother for the include so many people. SLPP get good products in. We for the help mother. You get me? But it just resigning to just a small number of people then, we're not going to even put on a power. It makes people that we help for put on a power. It's sideline and all, the one that we're not put on a power. That and they make him downfall and then they're responsible now for him downfall so. You get me? And the other thing, let me not write mother view. I mean not say it's not go easy for the mother win this election. The only like you say, two neck, you get me? And another thing is as I understand it, matter they amass, they gather money. When the election come, then they pump money into the economy. This is why now we get for educate the people then. See, that is what they're not being given now. For 3 years, they can't give now. The lie. You get me? Now for let them put them back in the power. You get me? That is what they're doing now. All they say they go to the Arab countries and now you know when they go to the Arab countries then they must give them small thing, but nobody know they can account. It just sound like the Western world. The people they say will not compare the Western world with them, but we go compare. Because Western world you go any side and give gifts, you forget account for that gift. They give anything, but we don't have that sort of thing. You see? Is that the reason why they go anytime? Mostly not just in wave. All the other name they don't move like when they go so they go watch this and that. But the nitty-gritty of when the company gives to them something, we all know that Arab countries then they give this. Gift them all later day. Then they keep them money then they for pumper. Una just look on Josephine Jackson in case. Una see how the first lady pump money and other things in. But Josephine Jackson still not win. You see, the reason why make them not go win, if they help the people then, you see then for be vote for mother because mother not to many people they no more South Eastern and they no more put on a power. Northern province people then put on a power back. Western area people then put on a power back. You get me? Because people will say, okay, let me get the change, let me see. But it disappoints everybody. You see, everybody look that share. If you not be the president, you not go did it. No, you not go did it. You get me? We're not jealous for that too, you see. But make it think. What people then now we get for educate and say now, any money where they not be don't give now, always say not be then spend power now. They bring and can now for nothing. Now for can fool on alone I go vote for them. People are suffering, so I'm not be listening. People here they go. They vote for mother back. I don't think so. You see? Unless so, when mother we God, we people they be say then talk, he still can be president. Unless madam he talk. You understand, and then he go win back. But let's tell you man something. God pass anything at this world. God pass everything at this world. Nobody know the change within God don't mark. No matter how people do. Nobody know the change within God mark. Sometimes God they put people then aside. You understand, eh? For see, if he go do something, you see, we are all sinners. We are all sinners. Like me, I dey sin every day. I dey sin, but I dey try for do things that way God no go vex for me. You see, but sometimes when God, it just sound like you picky, you don't want you picking for do things all the time. I wanna. It dey reach a point, you understand, eh? You dey smack him, you dey punish him. You see, because I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you. You see, so it can happen to God. Something in the way they look, and God say, love thy neighbor. The Muslim themselves get them. He said, if you say you like me, you for like your neighbor. You see? But Mother Bio, any wife, any entourage, then they not show any love to the country, to the people that we poor. At all, they not show any love. So even the SLPP people that we work for that government, they we know plenty they work for, put Mother in power. Where are they today? They don't even have voice in the party. You get me? Eh? You see? So we get for educate the people there. Me, when I speak for the poor people the way they upline. Plus the one the way they free town. You get me? So there is no way I can't support mother. Where are the see young people, then they punish, then they languish. You get me? I'm not going able to do that and they be conscious, not go allow myself for talk to mother. For praise mother or for support them. Assuming says they support mother before, but I'm not able to do that now. I'm not able. Because me conscious they tell me. I don't go support somebody where other people not care everything they happen to other people then. It just they go no more, now look at more all the time. You see, it go nobody know in West they with her. Nobody knows saying West not go with her more. In West can go, in West not stay there for make appearances like that one a day. Mother is the only president where any side he go. You see, they make too many trips. In fact, said the Western world, people then go they laugh for president say not serious. They go see her like some big joke. Because how many presidents we busy get time for the travel? Not at all. They don't get time for travel. But anyway, we young president, I'm not sure we president too busy. Because most of the Oga here, they do not for most turn the sword. You see? And for go turn the sword, if they can turn the sword till it turns to my if other sword not for turn, you get me? What are you doing in the office? You get me? But I blame our MPs. The cell game is too plenty. The cell game too plenty in a Salone. You get me? You see, so they get for realize say their MP if they really come together and make voice, they come together, let them hear their voice. Sometimes matter for be don't change safe. Sometimes matter always thing they happen, so sometimes not before they do one. You see? But they don't left and say I ain't get power. It can do anything. But what people are failing to understand, matter not get that power there. It get power, yes. But now the people that get the power, you get me? But then also, even with MP themselves, now they make people afraid of them. You see, and people not supposed to afraid MP. Now we employ them, now we give them work, now we pay them. But people they afraid them because we see the majority of the people in Salone and poor. So we person poor not able to go to map they talk to. So the MP then they make important self now they for say the people they don't matter and all this and you get me? Anybody we see our Salone people they punish. Then they support mother and Fatima Biopa always in the room. You understand, eh? God not go forgive them all. Because God not want that thing they at all. What you not want for picking them, Lord not do want to other man you picking. At all. Lord not do want to other man you picking. You see? So now out of concern, make me the talk concern for the poor people them. Not out of being spiteful against mother. But if anybody wants spiteful, not to like me go spiteful against mother. Anyway, you see. But it reach a point where you people they say enough is enough. And I'm telling you, enough is enough. It would be good for let mother come and tell me say other padiam where then give me the return them back. That would be a good thing. From where it go na power, all the padiam they make a return them back. That one they say sometimes that's gonna make people then pray for and say let God forgive them. You get me? For all the suffer where they not suffer. Because na boku money you don't get that. Keketoma talk say, well, at least in my audio today say Keketoma talk and say each go where they go na $100,000. When mother be there in London, if they get $100,000, eh? We don't know. If they get $5,000 a month safe, you get me? We don't know. Maybe I don't know. For there you go, you just they go play that kind of money then you talk interact then go. Then look and go from New York to Guinea to Dubai. Can you imagine? But we not fool that fully. If we set up will not talk for people, then God go vex power. God go vex off will not talk for people then. God go vex power. Enough is enough. Sierra Leoneans need to be educated. Therefore, educate Sierra Leoneans and now make them know say now, this country not alone. Any head of state now we can we no do nothing for Pulam. You understand it? Any head of state, whether na mother today na APC can tomorrow or na C4C can tomorrow na Kande Yunkela can tomorrow na Senate Lodge School can tomorrow. Anyone we know make the people they happy for Pulam because they shouldn't be there. You see, they shouldn't be there. That's what I'm saying for now.
All right. Well, I think I wait. Well, we will can play the video. We just want to get to Mr. Baba quick. Ask him if just one more before we go to the video. Okay, Mr. Baba don't come. Mr. Baba, I come back to you because I know say there's an argument where all the children, people that look at you and make an argument say for the past 11 years, according to what the president don't say, Salone image me don't damage worldwide according to the president. International committees they don't left Salone because of corruption. Not they can again. So why make now with the put force on the president and the give only appreciate and where they go around for fix the damage according to waiting the presidency and they go and fix the damage around the world. Why make we not go look at and say okay well Lord be patient time because according to what you mean understand and say 11 years damage you're not going to do in 3 years. What you go say to people and say we need for patience and force because the damage me don't boku international community they don't left free the country in battle me into austerity and all in here in the country can repair that image and repair what you mean all lost. Why make we not be patient and give them the time what you need for fix the country? What you go say to that?
In the first place, the presidency of the country image been on damage for 11 years. I don't know what's the president get in hastic. I don't know what's get in faxing. When we talk about, I'm not illiterate, I'm highly educated somebody. Probably, I know, last stop that part. I'm highly educated somebody. When you want to talk to me on things, then you're not going to present to me visual things, then where it happens tomorrow, present to me things that want to fact, where they happen to me on reality. Okay, transitions and Salone began a multi-party democracy from 1996. When in SLPP governments led by Tijan Kaba, we rule the country for 11 and a half years. And it's schematic governance. Why Mother be one for present and fact them? It just talk say in the period of an escoma in time. You know, go back to the times where he rigged the election between John Kalfa Smart and Tijan Kaba. Where he no say, let's say Kalfa Smart was the president. In the Mother be where they claim is the father of democracy. 1996 election was not rigged. He gave that election to the people that were accept. Probably that could have been a foundation of Sierra Leone. Probably, right? Because that was the correct voice of the people. If you somebody will tell you today say you matter be not to me talk a talker will be president say SLPP not be no hard and kind of power. So that's why we say he rigged the 1996 election. If Madabio confirm to me say he rigged 96 election, what in the way Madabio could talk even as a president where you want for let me convince me as educated as I am for believe that what he's saying is a true, it's not a fallacy. Now one thing is, let's go back to your question, my brother here. Madabio no meets Sierra Leone in any situation or how Sierra Leone is now. That's facts. If Mada want for convince we say he want for fix the country, let's tell we first. Sierra Leone, it meets Sierra Leone being get almost $1.5 billion debt. It don't can accumulate $2.9 billion close to $3 billion. Which means Sierra Leone in the debt of 4 point something billion. We matter done in 3 years and Escoma accumulate 3 point something, 1 point something in 10 years. In 3 years, the man don't get $3 billion, close to $3 billion debt. So our matter want for convince we say a go will fix Sierra Leone, which you pretty set it. Something we do in 10 years. You don't trip one, just 3 years. So one thing say where I want follow we all accept here as a Sierra Leone. This is not about political party. New, as I'm talking to you, SLPP people in the pan suffer, C4C they pan suffer, NGC they suffer, APC they, all political parties they pan suffer. But we don't want to accept the fact because we stereotypes based on regional. I'm from the east. Go to people and they go tell with me na Easterner. They just believe say SLPP is an ideology. This is something that matter want to be capitalized on. But I want to tell me Easterner brothers and me Southeasterner brothers them. If SLPP was so good to we all as you are, if matter no say now, they don't get a chance for rule. I want let any Southeasterner, including me when a Southeasterner, at the Southeast I go school, I come on at the Southeast, as a growing up for Congo University. That means I know everything will be the happen around this. Let matter point one tangible development we don't do in these 3 years. We also alone and a need for recon around for getting chance for ruling in the next 5 years in 2023 election. We don't need for living inflations. We don't need for living somebody who can't tell you something way not visible. This is not fact. Nobody know it's matter you as a president. When matter you don't fail so for 3 years now all don't fail as a Sierra Leone. It just don't fail by itself. It fail with we all. Sierra Leone is not being identified by me and you. Sierra Leone has been identified by the president and we executive that we lead with. Madam, you want tell me say the function of a tourism minister and not they exist. Now for be the tourism minister. Madam want tell me say the education minister not competent for even say Sierra Leone outside them. Madam want tell me say not get foreign minister. Madam want tell me say you not get energy, you not get all the ministers then wherein they are paying out of taxpayers their money. We can increase them people that need their money. We they pay them $3,500. Now Sierra Leone presently is about $1 billion each cabinet ministers. So you want to tell me say them people do not function good. Now you know more than the matter be na able sell Sierra Leone, na able with brown Sierra Leone, now you no more get the sense. This is not about SLPP. One thing I want follow we all establish here. Let's take politics out of the context of Sierra Leone problem. Let me mama na Kailan, me mama na Pujon, both understand the reality about life. How can you support a president who don't say, I dey live in America, as I dey talk to you, me pikin they go schools and when I know you pay penny, kobo, I must carry the camp pikin and I made them not take care and go. Me not to American no, not to your born no. Every facility, if I even want food and they supply me pikin, I not just choose for go get food stamp because I think say I able for produce enough for do enough for me pikin for let them get some. That me mama na Kailan, Pujon, Moyamba. If mother is doing this best, I don't think me auntie na Pujon need for go buy a cup of 50,000 leons or 4,000 leons. This is reality. We have to fix Sierra Leone and out of Sierra Leone and out of regional and tribal issue. Now so Ghana them fix them problem. Ghana get a lot of tribe more than Sierra Leone. Ghana get close to 50 something tribe. Salone will just get 18 ethnic group. Can we forget about tribal regional politics? And we all can say we take Sierra Leone as a Sierra Leoneans and fix Sierra Leone. The Mende man at the tell you say this is not about tribe. The Shabro man, the Gisi man, the Kono man, we all come out of the Southeast. We all know say matter it's a scam. But we fail for accept them because we feel say when we accept them, it go for be a cost on we or it go for be a problem like when with that young man we been having that ball, talk say and command MB last stadium, then go like in a prison right now. Then talk about this young man we been command at Kenema, the pastor we say, mother depend a prophecy in get to. And in a prison now, it depends up, now they pray now in Bible. This is something we have to fix. We cannot fix this problem if we just want to talk, say we discuss matter in second term. As far as me concerned, Mr. Cargo, the second term of matter bill is not an issue here. It's not an issue. May you know say Mada Bio they go second time. Because Mada Bio say they go second time. I make it don't turn scam and Sierra Leone. It just want for scam we forget anything we get forget in 1923. That is not an issue. When we discuss them, we don't make Mada a subject. Let us not make Mada be a subject. Let's give Mada be a way. Let him self take an exit point. Nobody is going to overthrow him. If he want that, that is not going to happen. Mada is not the one that fixed democracy for us. We fix democracy as a Sierra Leone. Ourselves, I will fix them. Not to Mada fix them. It happens in the United States. They have a worst president, which is worse, Donald Trump. America patiently then give Donald Trump an exit door. That is what we're going to do to Mada 2023. Now we say tell them, my friend, this is your exit door. Take your exit, walk out. And no one them will discuss Mada in second term. It's not relevant in any conversation. Let us not fool ourselves. Let's talk about the problem will affect the Sierra Leoneans them. Let's not talk Mada in second term. It's not even relevant. We will discuss that. It means we are not having justice to the people. We're not having justice to the people.
Yeah, Auntie, can you give me 1 minute before I bring the callers? Same question. Yeah, same question because they talk. You understand? See, the country may don't matter for 11 years. The president needs some time. We know the be patient with time. He can fight for brand image. What's your take on that? Go ahead.
We don't need forgive no politicians then time where they know they do nothing. You see, why will they go get and time for make you go travel boku money again? But they travel. This na the other country now. You go begin go how they call them Fiji. You go begin go up Alaska. You get me? You see, all that side and then I go. We not forgive them time again. Get me? Because they not do nothing much for the people. The people that they suffer. Why would anybody want forgive them chance for make the people then suffer more and more? You get me? You see, but when I try for say taboo, you talk say we not go make mother a subject yet. I agree with you for say they not go depose them because that is out of the question. Because me say not go one and go depose mother. I don't want that. Let people them go. No wait. Let people them go.
A subject.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. No, not a subject. It's not relevant.
Yes.
It's not relevant.
Yeah, no, that's how they. No, I say that not different thing. Now they talk about why they talk about. I don't know. Anyway, you see, all that they say is, we will not be careful, mother go win back. Win back in the sense that they get that money now, all that money when they get that, then they can't pump on when the election come. So that is why now the political opposition there now, they say for begin gather their money now. You understand? Eh? That's why they always say election come. They say begin gather their money. Femi Claude just call. You say when get una party, una begin gather money. Kada Yunkela una begin gather money. Waiting na the other C4C, una begin get on money. APC una begin get on money. So don't go match them. You get me? Because na money that they can pump. And we people them because they not go school, they not understand. If somebody don't angry other years, then somebody can give me 100,000. If they say a big thing, then they go tell you the way they go. You see?
Anti-Kadi, all this here. I respect the view of Sierra Leoneans. I'm a Sierra Leonean. If Sierra Leoneans they vote on people that will get money, Dr. Samura Kamara could have been the president of Sierra Leone. Mada Biono been get nothing. May you see Mada Biona Costco crepe anywhere, Costco or Sam's Club, now they even go buy sneakers. Then sneakers the way they were, not they ever existed. The bedway Mada been Leon and London. We see them, the pictures were there on social media. Also, put out now SF people family then snapper them put them. But Sierra Leone and them voted for change. They not vote for individual. If Mada was rich, Kanda Yunkola could have been the president, or either Sam Sumana, right? In C4C. Both of those two guys, they may get money, establish.
No, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so for say because of money.
Why you talk for money? Why would you talk for money at the camp? People don't vote for change.
No, they say you try for say Kanda Yunkela and the other people then get money. No, I don't think so. You understand it? Because these people there, why aren't they using that money to help people as well? You get me? Maybe they get the money.
At the camp. Those people try. Those people try. I can tell you, say, Kanda Yunkala, one of the people they will try in your own capacity for this Sierra. Some man try in your own capacity for this Sierra. But one thing will happen, then two politicians, the other people they will come, then try other politicians, they come on a small price.
No, tell me how they try. No, tell me how they.
First place, start the development and the president come myself acknowledge and say, can you do them things and say, he acknowledge and speak them. He do. Can they was African politics? Can they not be the platform himself to that capacity. And can they
No,
come up from a
they
small tribe?
told us
And
after we
Kadi, if Kande was a Mende man, this is a fact. This is a fact. If Kande Yunkela was a Mende man, the Mende man could have choose Kande Yunkela more than Marabio in terms of success, in terms of everything in life. Marabio always use a tribalism for succeed as a president. That's a fact.
No, make I tell you something. That's how you know. I can tell you.
Then
No.
Ultimate could not able to try them. Ultimate try them because Swallow politics don't choose for surround politics on tribal and regional issue.
No, listen, that's how
you Kadi
no, waiting you don't know. No, I know waiting you don't know. When it comes to that matter and tribalism, I know waiting you don't know. Not to just tribalism. Right. You understand? Not to just tribalism, make them not take matter because Kande Yunkela could have got the vice president. You see? If I began the vice president, maybe not be against that at all. If I began vice president, but he gets ambition, so I'm not gonna blame him for that because all man get ambition. But you're not gonna go meet somebody.
Let's take this record straight here.
Okay.
This is something. No, wait. Just give me one, Mr. Kagbo, just give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second here. One thing I want follow within self is there's one thing about life na fact. You don't understand? If I know say I'm more competent, if Kande no say I be more competent than Mada, I cannot even want to be a vice president because still Mada is going to school me up like in the school Julie. Julie is well educated more than Mada be, or more exposed, more than everything they do. But potential right now. Julie has been schooled up. Anybody can be schooled up as Julie Jalo. So one thing about Sierra politics, one thing I want for we do here, we need to do two things here. With constitution, we need to develop a constitution. We get a clear function of the vice president. Every minister, with the president of anything for interfere, like where America they operate, England they operate. America here where they appoint first and foremost here the president of America. And not get any legitimacy for sack the Attorney General of this country. You know, it will sack him. That has to be established. We will not get anything in the constitution don't make the president so powerful where he's a king. Salone president, go read the constitution. So one thing here, let's go to the issues and know how they function of that country. We say now responsible for a problem. That has to be fixed. If we not fix this problem, we sit on at TV, we talk with things. We are still going back and forth. Remember of parliament, first time when they go to parliament, they're not even nothing they go do there. So man, what kind of way they go work? So we have a lot of
we get 4 callers. The lab bring them caller them in low them. Then we go to listen to them, take them so that we give them time because they get 2 minutes when they come in. Then we write whatever they still be right and then they will come. I will bring on in law answer to what them say. So let's bring the first caller in. Good evening, caller. What name say the call from, please?
Yeah, Mina Francis, I call from Minnesota.
Yeah, Mr. Francis, what are you going to take on the topic tonight? 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I want to tell you plenty things, but I honestly want advice sooner, really. For really make this forum, this platform where they educate you so much. For me, it will continue for being interesting. My brother, the next time, una really talk to una panelists, they make them be constructive in the argument. That now one. You know, when them be constructive, they really make them all bring personal thing, you know, like how Mr. Tab they talk, Auntie Kadi or whatever, you know, these are personal things within the debate. When Mr. Tab really they ask them question, then they count. You know, anyway, I go to me points there. Number one, Guinea issue, where mother be go Guinea. I not be like that. But I asked myself recently, where Guinea be block border, we then close the border with Salone. Now we be the big. And now military man and don't can we don't know what thing we for do next. So me now that make a support mother be for go Guinea. Just for go make that friendly with them people then you never know. The problem not go solve like we they talk about by avoiding them. Number two, the one they really way they against mother be in traveling with in West African man. Now the same man they way they not like for go any side with them with them. Now then they grumble. So much. Mother be you don't go now that radio democracy, don't ask now. Who say then in one no more they grab the go way other president they know the go there. Una show. Una put on people. Invite them, make you know the go or waiting. That's not number two. Mr. Tab always they deviate when they ask a relevant question. They count personal C4C, they count not to see they argue. Anyway, my left hand. For the musician, they will go Dubai. If the government they spend so much money per footballers there, na Salone, why government not for spend money per musician there? Then they will go for answer that question in the debts where Mother Bio don't they say it don't put na the country. Whether old debts, whether 11 years, who that they pay for that debts they right now? That debts they don't disappear. Where them they make road, all that kinds of things. Then debts then they who say them they don't go. They still in a Salone. Now this current government they pay for them debts then they. Election winning. They say Mother Bio no who get for win coming election. Me I get doubts about that. It go win. Check the results now Godrich recently. That results they be good for Mother Bio. They not be win that but be good. Check all the other results there. So wait, I just want to go quick. Again, whether the count can the Ukela in politics, not to can the Ukela in discussion this. When they ask you now, answer the question straight away. Not bring, Mr. Tab, your argument is like you get personal grudge for Mother Bio. And you plenty of una who na the talking to them. Una go conduct elections now in a community. Una know they win nothing. People don't even know una. So that kind of politics then they me, I don't even understand. At the end of the day, KKY will not be no.
Thank you very much. I think so we got up to 3 minutes on that side, or more than that. But let me the next caller in. Good evening, caller. What name outside the call from, please? Yeah, good evening, caller. What name outside the call from?
Yeah, Mr. Mohammed, this now, Piaz Jallo, they call from Kalangba. Well, the first you I want to ask, I want to give me 3 minutes today because I call that the village.
Oh, go ahead. I will do that for you today. I will be partial with you today. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Then, okay, that was C4C. The man with the C4C. C4C now is losing kite. They're not getting they're not stable. Then anybody who can argue for them will not say he frustrated, like a frustrated person. Mr. Tab, I sorry for letting you compare Sierra Leone and Singapore or whatever, South Korea. Why you not compare Koiduta and your village where you born? Because Koiduta and your village was the same age group. Why you don't develop your village? Me when they talk to you, so as you don't Kalanga na Wala, Lokomoshana Chimba, me picking in the attend school na Washington DC. Why travel go Washington? So how many homeless people I see under the bridges them? Why go New York, Chicago? Na Kalanga they me picking and they go the same school. So if you compare other country them, stop it right there. It don't make no sense for them compare. The country then they develop based on the founders then. APC destroyed the country for a long period of time. That growth rate they disturb we take today. The first leader is damaged. Now I go to Miss Kadi. Miss Kadi, you get personal issue against Mother Bio with West. Me when they talk to us, well, I get an organization where they go all over Africa. Maybe you just focus on Sierra Leone. You know how many times Alpha Conde travel, Alassane Ouattara? You know how many times now they give back other one? Maybe you live in America. President Obama traveled with the West more than any other president. The only place where no go in West now Colombia. I they tell you that they find out about the history. I they run a think tank. I didn't have village and Wala, like Kalamba. Now they talk to you. So, Mr. Mohammed, one day put me in a them panel. They are allowed to talk to people there because people and they carry wrong information. The expo now they talk about country then they will go. We poor park Salone. Then go for go sell Salone. Mr. Baba, you live in America. You know one less Salone popular. Now you want number one for be popular. If we go na that expo, na popularity for we popularity they make we grow. Even you, if you're not popular in a village, they become the least man in a village. Nobody know they consider you. Now your village is born. So we for popular. People let me don't destroy me. The expo la tell you na Sanchivo na no Mr. Mohammed. I'm sorry for this. The expo was funded by another organization, not by the state money. Now, wrong information when they collect and sit on a media spoon feed. It's about you live in America. You they talk about for removing an elected president before the end of his term. Come on. change. Una stop. Una not bring for we problem. Probably not be there, we war be there. Now we don't the war. Me when they talk to you, so now we don't the war. I know one no problem. I know unless soldiers come up now, take kuna again for problem. Then they all on the talk show. Una they get personal problem. They una they bring them against people there. And can you not let mother be with you? The body language they tell you sound the voice. The last time if you don't talk to you don't this forum. So, Mr. Mohammed, I'm sorry. I will send you email. I'm sorry because I know I go beyond time. I asked for 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, that's okay. But you can call back. You can call back. I'll get the first round. I'll get 2 more before I bring the panelists. Then I'll bring 2 more callers, and then I'll allow them to respond to and comments them. Good evening, caller. Within the outside the platform, please.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. Within the outside the platform.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, at the call.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Turn now for Tony sets down. You set you listen from turn and down. The echo na yes.
Okay. Yeah. At the call in connection to the program where they go on right now. Anti-Kadi in submission and Mr. Tab. You know. Hello.
Yeah, there you go ahead, man. Now you get the floor. Go ahead. Listen to you. 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Don't play this I'll make a little I don't want to make I tell you thank you for being patient with people the way you can take my department. Because if you're not patient, sometimes with people they drive you crazy, you know. And you already take people that are planning, the expectation say they are mature. They know what's not the topic, they know how to digest it. So unfortunately, people they take personal grief and take it to the national TV, where a lot of Sierra Leoneans and other people they will watch us. One thing Anti-Kadi get for no, if not interested in marriage legally, you know for one you marry young, you should have the travel. Now you paying the Fatima Bio, the follow president Bio, but that to carry they go up and down, they win. Then you reach to a time when they go on program for 2-3 days, they let you know agree. I not program not probably because they get a personal issue then. But anytime we love it, it didn't work. We all see our here in Michelle that it didn't work. Yeah, not to their thing. So forget about this grief. We're going to get married, we will let you tomorrow and move with you like how they move with Fatima. You take back that, yeah. You know, good. Let people be straight to God. You know, your body language, your utterances, they should say you don't like Fatima for 1 second. You hate matter with passion. So like sometimes they deceive them, and you're not Christian. Nobody call God in vain. But say God knows they have the leg up, but I'm not going to let people they suffer. Oh, now all we know it's not the truth. Matter you not going to be perfect. You will get in problem. Now neither. He go want the best, but probably the people that they are around that they're not going to do the best. But he has done more than what they expect from his president to say 3 years. So Mr. Clark, whatever, you know, mind you, if you don't want to be leader, if you keep the way you born, you want to be people there. Wait somebody today, they will follow you. You manner and you walk the way they come on and want. It's so indecent for the black people you educate. A better educated person, not to speak so, not to attack somebody with an authority in that such manner. The matter he's the president. He's the head of that country. And mind you, Mother Bill are not able for Satan because he does prove himself at the age of 26. Until he doesn't see, he doesn't become head of state. Mother Bill wants his leadership. And presently, no particularly as Salone organizing with Kumada Bill for 2023. So now forget for the lead when I say, when I forget for the they will need to come together. And if you want to make political party they get money, Kumada Bill they get money, go to Freetown, go to the school, go to the school. I don't know if Matilda.
All right, do bring one more caller in there and go. I go bring one in on a discussion with another as well. So one more caller. Good evening, caller. Within the most of the call from, please.
Oh, good evening. Mina Zainab, I call from Toronto.
Auntie Zainab, good evening and welcome to the show. What are you going to take on the topic tonight?
Yeah, I just want to add to what Auntie Kadibini say. We get for try for change these leaders they are who they get. Madabio, we need to blame and too much. Now we the Salonians and now we say for the blame. The man don't day years you know the work. If you don't wait for make to be president one day. People get for the support him for make it lead for a survival. And you know, even if you get money, say for you keep, you take Tana every day, you go down one day. Not talking of you know the work, you know they do nothing, you wait for become president. Now we don't be president. All that add up, all that software where it be done they go through, now they abuse so now. They abuse the financial, the country economy, it abuse everything. So now, I know if you say this, may them just left and now make it just continue. Now they need for sensitize the people then. The type of leaders they will we forget now. Somebody will get a good history, somebody history of working, somebody will get certain amount of money or whatsoever. You forget something, a good leadership like how for say, like we they be a father figure to the nation. I think kind people they don't want now desensitize people in as alone for make anything who they get leaders, they make them go through the person in history and know if they go vote for her or not. We don't tie with this APC and SLPP party issue. Now the same thing. The good one is for them then other party they wouldn't want to join because first in order for vote for them for let them become president. If they say then they go join these same two parties and they allow them to go front, then they go back. So they not get for rule. Now the same corrupt one then they in front and the corruption still they continue. All the faithful people and the fight for these people they are so for let them become leader. Look Guinea the young. After all these years where Guinea man they don't fight for this man for let be president. He can't do the worst na the country. He do the worst, he go to third term. Might be the same thing. Nobody not be the expectancy it will behave so. That's a new intake. We are not sensitize the people then. Make them look for that. Thank you very much.
Auntie Kadila bring you in. You don't get the call as them, so you won't take Mr. Baba after.
Yeah. Mr. Jala from Kalangba. And this person we can after Mr. Jala, no in name, we talk about personal grief. That will be that first, okay? Then he say, I guess I not like mother be you, I not like in wife. I hold something against them. Well, maybe you need for no mother. If you go tell mother and Fatima that one day, they're not going to take you seriously. They're not going to take you serious, you see? So let's tell you that now. Mother know me very well. He know who that I be. He know where he attend to them. So he not going to tell you that. Because I stand by mother, like tell you, if you see a turn today, because people then they suffer. You know how much money then they talk. When they talk, say you come on Kalangba safe. You get me, eh? You don't know where other people they undergo. Other people in way like diaspora, you don't know how much money then they send home. You don't know where how many help people then. So nothing to say we sit on here, we not do nothing, we not do nothing as Salone. You'll be surprised. We don't if I can begin to announce them. Let's tell you something. We not get nothing where I for hate Fatima for. I'm not getting nothing where I for hold against mother. The only thing I hold against them because people they suffer them just they go all over the world traveling, you understand, and spend taxpayers' money. If not their own money then they spend, what not bother, not their money. But if you spend taxpayers' money, then we supposed for talk. You get me? And then this same person we talk about so get personal grief, not to Mr. Jallo. You say you know for attack person in authority. I'm sorry, where are you? We they talk say not for attack person in authority. Authority. You know go attack person, you know they cause person in authority, you know they go physically attack them. But now we put in a power. We get rights for come out and talk waiting and they do we all right. You see, if people like Una now make politicians and they sit down now people then they aid, they're not fit to say that for change. People like you, this man will talk before that to go to lady come. Now Una the Hamburg Salone, you get me? Who say you enough for talk to politician? Now we put in there, now we put in a power, now we they pay them. Now we tax money and they pay them. We brother, we sister, we auntie, we uncle, they tax money and then they pay them. So they get rights for talk. If they talk like say, if you're abroad, you know say, once you put somebody in a power, you get rights for talk. I not go take knife, I go choke somebody, I go stab him, or I go physically attack him. But for control, for correct waiting and they do, now every member of that country, they then rights for one. So make I tell you that's now, make you know. And make you know say, you understand, I hold nothing against mother, you see, and mother know that. You tell mother, if they watch his school, he will laugh you. Because mother knows say me as what I like are close to you. Waiting I see, now how they talk now are very objective. You see, waiting I see, now how they talk. I'm not say anything because I hate anybody, not at all. I'm not get any reason for hate Fatima. You they talk say, oh, he they ask me because he they go any side with his wife. No. If mother wants to travel with his wife, so be it. But make you not use the government's money. Let you not use taxpayers' their money. Let you use in your money that you pay for in wealth. You get me? Because in wealth in they go, not official duty in wealth they go. You get me? Now go in the accompanying a man. And will they pay mother good money because he gets wealth and family? But they pay am good money. You get me? So you not go grab no more they save with money, they use with money as he like, then we not talk. You understand it? Make I tell you something. Like where I talk so. I'm sure if mother listen to this, you understand it? Mother go take some of what they say on board. Because mother know me very well say, when I talk, I'm not they talk because I they against people then, or because I they for people then. I they talk with the assistant and the right thing. Where some of in people and where they work out with are not able to tell them. They're not able to tell them. And people like all of you, when are not able to tell them. Now, when they hail them. Then when they fail election just now I go turn back, begin talk, say no to be better man. Now I go begin talk bad about them back again. Because waiting to, when I know the correct way they do things away wrong. Make I tell you something. You see? And when they say, you talk about, this Mr. Jallo talk about, say, they talk about death against the wife and popular in the village, funded and not by the government. I think Tababa, just because Tababa not compare Koidutan in a village, not means that you not get rights for compare other countries then. Because Koidutan, the country in money, no they go there like our mother they take them. You get me, eh? You see, so in village now, in village, you know they compare in village. You see, but when they compare, you know they compare like and unlike times. You see, when they compare countries, then you get me, where they deal with the people then, and where they use the people their money for the betterment of the country, not for personal gains. In this case, it appears, it seems as if our government, our head of state, and his wife and his entourage, they are using our money for personal gains. Like Tababami said earlier, why can't they ask their ambassadors to do it? Why can't they ask, you understand, the other members of the council to do it? You understand? Why can't they ask, you see, people you can send one or two ministers for go represent you. You get me? Why take the whole lot? Because when president they go outside, some side, they get a lot of people then. Some people that went to fumble them. When I fumble them, we not get nothing for do with it. They do so. It is take them go. You see, all a taxpayer expense. Then you say we not for talk, my brother. Go think again. Forget about politics. Talk about people then. You talk. Because if you, maybe you they spend money in a salon, but you, if you they spend money, like how some people they within the diaspora they spend money, I don't think you go talk so. I don't think you go talk. Maybe you they say no, but you know they spend beaucoup. Anybody where they spend beaucoup will talk like how they talk so. Guess me? Because when the people then suffer, we already in the diaspora. We get ask for people then. You understand? They suffer as well. You see? Maybe sometimes you not get nobody make you suffer another me. So what I'm saying with Acidona at talk city, I stand by everything we at all. You understand? I'm not talking with fear at all because na facts at all. Get me? Let people like we now they tell mother be waiting if they doing all right. You understand? Because what we then are we able to, or people that are not able to, because the next thing I go send Lima go send police for go hold them and all that thing. But me Lima not able to hold me in London. Get me? Or now America or wherever we be. So now we get for talk for people, now we get for save the people then. You get me? And we will continue for say, God not like that. When you let person, let in people then. Yeah? Well, like person, like people, not so God say. But you know go there, you say you they enjoy, they pay all them boku money, then they will take government money back. Then you say people they not for talk for the poor people then. Excuse me, you understand? My brother, think again. Yeah, think again. So Mr. Kalamba, man, you see, you came last week, Mr. Jallo. You came last week, you see, but we're not surprised anyway. You see, but I don't want to go that route to say you're not SLPP. I don't want to go that route, but you insinuated that last week anyway. And by the way you they talk, we can know that because you are not objective at all. If you be objective, I will make room for what they say. But you're not objective. Any other people we can we objective and they receive them with warm hands. You see, everything is say I will take them. But you are not objective, you are very partisan. You see, and let we left as Tababa say, let we left this partisan thing, let we think Sierra Leone, let we be very, very patriotic, you understand? Let we do that, you see. You say you then are you Kalamba, you get all kinds see, and this and that and that. Well, you see, maybe that's why you're talking like that. Because people then we know some video, you know, get all incident, they're not able to talk like that. That is why you don't see waiting they happen. You get me? So I left and they force. Over to you, Tababa.
All right, Mr. Baba, over to you, sir. Now we get more calling. So when I do this, I'll bring all sorts of calling again.
Anyway, I appreciate the callers that we call and the views they wouldn't say. Mr. Alonians, I always want to appreciate their opinions. But like opinions cannot be facts. Opinion can be scanned, and the callers that we call, the first caller we call, I just tell and say, Mada Biono say Tababa and Apostle were very much objective. In 2018, I want to educate this caller. Tababa, I grew up in Sierra Leone. I'm a villager, proud of my village in Akwadu by the Guinea border. Then I Gizi Kono. From a village to Kwedu town, outside the way called so way in Sabi, you know, Sabusa Abonsef. It's over 40 miles for that candy. I mean, the worker would be a foot for candy. I'm a villager, I educate. And there I go school, till I can Kwedu. Or I go secondary school, till I go St. Edwards, till I go university, I PAM. So I want for this first call and not say, Tababa and Apostle, not to America born, and not America our whole. I serve Sierra Leone when I love Sierra Leone. Probably not more than you do. You might love Sierra Leone more than me. But the situation where you been get for serve Sierra Leone, so you don't get them because I serve in the high capacity na Sierra Leone as executive assistant to 2 vice presidents in Sierra Leone. You might love Sierra Leone more than me, but you not been get that capacity. So I know exactly say I've done my best for us serve this country. I can understand you frustration. You might think say the government will be in common, you get anger out time, you want to pull the anger out time. Another problem with you than I view. But one thing I want to let you know, Mr. First Caller, Sierra Leone will get time, will get for fix Sierra Leone. You know, we'll not get for side politicians them. They are not a way room for side politicians them. Many politicians are they talk to you rightly. We are very selfish, we are very greedy, we care about interest. If you think say all this way you talk, one politician will identify you, say you did it, and then you are making a mistake. Then I'm your own correction what they do. I don't be politician for 15 years. I know exactly what I talk to you. I'm an American citizen and a Sierra Leonean from Koadu, close to Guinea border. So I know exactly, I understand your frustration. I know I'm to go to all to the point that way you make. But one thing I want to let you do, Mr. First Caller, let us come together and fix you alone. The second caller, you are not calling from where you say you are calling from. First and foremost, the phone where they use it, they scan, and it's where anybody they call, where they talk, and the kind of phone that they use. I want to let you know, say, I will identify you by your call. I get your number on my phone. I know I'm for talking now here. If I talk, I they embarrass you. Because the phone where they use, as you call, my phone they identify outside the call from. My phone in GPS so sharp, they call it. My phone I get GPS on my phone where they identify anybody where they talk on my phone, any partner in the world. Despite my computer, and I make another use any other thing at the world when not for Apple. I don't care about how much I they pay for that. I use Apple products. Now Apple I use my laptop, everything I mean. Now Apple I use. Mr. Caller, you know say I will identify you right now as you don't know, but I know I'm for identify you. I know I'm for embarrass you. My brother. Now we come from the same town. Lord not play politics so too safe. Yeah, I know they do. You know my brother. You know my big brother. I respect you. I love you. You know say I sabi you. But I know they call your name. I know I'm for embarrass you. Lord talk about national issue. One thing here, President Bio no say with Baba Sudan in any capacity. I don't even need appointment at President Bio in government. Or I don't need appointment at any other government. I make that clear, say, when we want for developed country, the first thing we need for do, now for law come and we brand the country, let the country sell itself, not only for sell the country as individual. It's just like me and you, Mr. Second caller, what you call. You know, possible always they brag. Now we come on at the same district, they brag, they talk a lot. But one thing I want to let you know, politics people really talk now, very stupid people them. Sorry for me French. People that want for develop their country, they know the anger. Even if you like SLPP, the first thing you get for do now for identify the problem of the government and you talk for less you alone and then no say this and this mistake the government don't do, then go fix them because one as you alone ask them. But for let the hunger to where you talk, you attack people them. One, I never talk say for let they overthrow president. That is totally wrong. Edit me now this phone where they talk or also they talk. My conversation, edit and also talk so let they overthrow president Bio. No, I not talk on that day. First and foremost, me not possible respectful. I not respect me. Me not respect junta leadership. I not respect that day. I know I'm for doing to that. So because most of you talk the way you talk can be some partisan. And you don't come to a position where you get. I know I'm for call your position presently where President Bio don't give you. Now make I don't tell you say me Tababa. Politics is for intelligent and smart people. If you are not smart, my brother will say you don't so. I know I'm for call who say you don't right now. I will identify who says you don't so. My phone they tell me the street where you don't. Say day. My phone I know I'm for do. I know I'm for creating the public on a media day. But like I just want to let you get a little bit education. The second caller, I know they calling him. I could have do that. I could have don't calling him. But why I know they do him for the interest of Sierra Leone. I just want to educate you a little bit. When you get power, it's limited. The people who give you the power, they are always constant. Then go change in all situations. If I be one for get power in Sierra Leone, after President Bio, President Kroma, where President Bio come, I supported President Bio. Me with the course of today. Now we give President Bio power. I Tababa, President Bio is my living witness. Personally, spend my money for that kind of power. I don't ask President Bio to give me money for that campaign. I me spend money for. Now media, you don't let President Bio or any other media team say Tababa not do that. Let Prince Harding can't talk say Tababa not do that. Abbas Bundu, the Speaker of the House, we saw get agreement him. He was there and I didn't sign up. Let talk say Tababa not do that. Let SLPP then can then debunk him. Napoleon, let they all can then debunk him. Me know you talk to you with Sidom, we just want to get political favor. We APC come, you did it because you want to protect your job. Where SLPP guy did it, where that guy did it. You know exactly the second caller say you are not SLPP. Now your job is to protect. As have you, but you go call me. I know say you go text me. You know say identify you. I know they call you in a media. You know my brother, yeah. law keep this way. But my brother, I want to let you know, say the world on so smart, people then can identify you now by things them. Some of you they use phone the way they identify anybody who they talk to. Because I'm a politician. I don't know where they talk to. You can call me from Kuwait, you say na China they call. So you know my phone
It's
for
funny now.
nobody you know fine. My phone where they use nobody you know about Akam, I want you know that I know I'm for identify you. So I just don't say I love President Bio so much. If he fail, because now we support him, these 5 years, he fail. I not talk about overthrow. So not use lie for fabricate my story. Yeah? Now go to the other caller. My
All right,
brother,
thank you very much.
we
That'll bring
think
the next set of.
no lad, I just
Go
want
ahead
in
and
one
finish it
minute.
out.
The other caller, I just want for like them self understand say let we not use political emotions when we call or don't call them. Let's be realistic. Because one we serve ourselves with conscience and justice. If not with that, we know they serve you alone correctly. For let you attack Tababa in personality, I don't care about that. First and foremost, an only job na SLPP government. Mother Biono say have been called in 3 or 4 capacity for give me job. I tell and say no. I turn up. I talk on a media sidon, Mr. Kagbonaya sidon I talk on right. If SLPP then want for let them call it and debunk them, I they play them audios them. Women key SLPP people then a mother in cabinet, including people that were close to. I they play 'em. If they
All
want
right.
let them can debunk and say then call Tababa for a job, I say no. Let's work for the interest of Sierra Leone. So I know they seek job now SLPP.
Yeah, we get you.
I they seek the interest of Sierra
That's fine.
Leone. So the class the third we call we talk say they attack Tababa. Please, that is not the last caller. I appreciate you call we talk about anti-cardiac analyze things then because now you know the only person we pay attention to everything we analyze here. I think all the other callers them they pay much emotional than exactly the fact. The fact is nobody know it, me and anti-cardiac know it's Mother Bill. We want to fix Sierra Leone. That's the fact. If we don't know one for accept it, that's the fact. That's a problem. That's not only problem. That's not only problem. We problem we want it for fix Sierra Leone. If you think say I dey live na America don't live, then you're getting it wrong. Let I tell you one thing where you don't know. 1 second. I've lived in Sierra Leone. I come out Sierra Leone for like America. I been get all opportunity. I don't begin car America where I was. I get opportunity for I spend all the time in America. Waka America when I was 41 years old for staying here. I spent all my life in Sierra Leone. If you don't know, I educated today. I've been get opportunity for spend my time in America. My grandpa who born me papa, don't be paramount chief na Kono for 37 years. And I talk about me papa. Don't forget about that. So I've been get all the opportunity for spend my life in America. But I was in Sierra Leone for South Sierra Leone. Then I the third caller for educated say I not born in America, not come up in America, not in service. I've served Salone, probably something you know ever served Sierra Leone in that capacity. But this is not about SLPP, it's not about APC, it's not about C4C. You say C4C not they go anywhere. That's your opinion. Your opinion cannot be fact. Nobody will be you not be he says not be no same matter be the next president. You not be no in that time. So that's why you say your opinions are wrong. But live in your opinion, live in that situation where you dey. That's not the problem where I talk say Mr. Kagbo. Now fix Salone for longer education. Singapore,
All right.
they spend from 1961 to now. Guess how many illiterate Singapore get now? The whole Singapore is 3%. Sierra Leone will get 75% illiterate. We all get independent together. They say not compare Sierra Leone and Singapore, but I mean village Kwaidu and for compare with country. That make that color the mediocre. That make them very, very, very more lunatic. Let live na your own situation where you na Kalangba outside. Live na Kalangba, yeah. Me no only travel out of Kalangba and only come from Kalangba can Bombali or go Konyadugu. I don't travel over 70 something country in the world. If you dey live na Kalangba, continue for live na Kalangba. In that you dream na Kalangba, yeah. But we know so not to Kalangba day. Take Mr. Kagolo and move on. Salonge for
All
move
right.
on. Lot of people who live in Kalangba and believe in Kalangba ideology. And they talk more reality where they exist in the world, not to calendar ideology.
Let bring the set of callers in because we're not getting enough time. Time will depart one at a time. So let bring the first 2 minutes each. Good evening, the call from please.
Hello, this I call from Ottawa, Canada.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
And I just want to respond briefly to the last two callers. We then compare. Then say we not for compare Sierra Leone to Singapore, but yet still is they tell we make we compare Bio in travel to Obama in travel. So they mix up the argument to them. If we know Bio the travel like Obama, why we not for compare Sierra Leone to Singapore? Not to for foot people in Singapore, not to 10 man in Singapore, not to foot man in Singapore, and 1 people in Singapore. Same like in Sierra Leone. We all have access to the opportunities in the world, access to information, technology, new method of doing things, new method of running state machineries. Okay, most of them are Bradford. They see them they go study. We expect see when they come out Bradford, they go study peace and conflict and blah blah blah. Then for able for build cohesion and move the country forward, all along the lines of economic development. But they are not doing it. They don't do anything like that. So the idea for say we don't for compare we with other country is very, very disturbing. And to be honest with you, now a very Jurassic Park way of looking at modern trend when it comes to development in countries. The caller also they try for say the Kalangba. He say in one game they Kalangba, they say the Lokoma Sama. So you don't contradict himself. And I'm pretty sure that probably in China, Bien Kailauni or maybe in Abu or Kenema, I don't know, or maybe in Freetown. Okay, so like making no can mix up like for saying the people or their people they represent the views of people like Kalangba or Lokoma Sama. Then on the issue of the mentality of Sierra Leone and some of these guys they may probably like they try to get access to power for me to get economic advantage. We within the diaspora. Okay, my just grab up. We in the diaspora, we get free healthcare, we get access, we get job, we get out and call out. Nobody know the big person in Salone. Right now, if you see right now, na call out and go there, but they didn't go come. After 1, 2, 3 days, if you don't get medical attention, situation become worse. So, but then people that they want to enjoy at the same time things they wouldn't in their country they are. Okay, but their own country they say things the way they stop make people enjoy them things the way they for enjoying here. Enough for day boy for dinner. Anyway, I get a lot of. I'm very passionate about this thing. I not just want to prolong the discussion. I hope for joining another time for discuss on many issues. Them anyway.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, we go work on that. Let's bring the next caller in. Good evening, caller. Say the call from. What name say the call from?
Yes, good evening.
Hello.
Yes,
ma'am. What name say the call?
I get the call from Kansas City.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
The CEO and the panelists been plenty thank you. But my observation here is I don't stress on this many occasions for say the problem what we get now leadership problem we get. And we need for revisit the constitution. For lay we see waiting we go do, how we go change things around. We are not saying none of them politicians and they're not willing to do because it is serve them right when they are there. So they're not going to touch the constitution. But needless to say, we president what we get, if you don't try for rebrand, if you don't try for sell Salone for the past 3.5 years, nobody know the buy. I mean, you don't ask yourself the question, how they present this market. Because if you don't market what you sell, with all the fly, people are not they buy. I mean, you don't ask yourself what's wrong with this market. If na Fatima Bio na the social person where they go talk about Salone. I mean, when we minister of tourism, we not feel say they separate and they not feel say he educated enough, he know his stuff enough for able for rebrand Salone in that light way. I mean, this is the puzzle, but we don't know we think all the people that we don't run Salone as president, they all don't left the one time or the other. Let them follow us, then let them picking them say, waiting me that he left in legacy at the best. I not feel say anyone don't hate in hand. If they hate in hand, they go hate their hand because of parties and politics. But I not feel say anyone will brag of the educational system, with healthcare system, with social amenities that when we get water, light, basic human rights things then it will get them. Only we all the instinct. The man where they kalanga, let it alone a kalanga. But me say with the kind system where they talk from not to kalanga again. If in Pikin and then na Maryland and they go school, they can go kalanga, they go see what in whose school where they put them na kalanga. But long world begin talk for the betterment of the country. Waiting go push Mama Salongo before. Let me take that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Look at the next caller. Good evening, caller. What name will say the call from, please? Good evening, caller. What name will say the call from? Good evening, caller. What name will say the call from, please?
Hello, CEO.
No, no, familiar.
Hello,
okay,
CEO.
Go ahead. Yeah, yeah, you now. Go ahead.
This now you call her and need Mrs. need me on 3 minutes today. I beg you. You don't say when I come on from the table na pull Matilda. I one of the tenant for the money. So grant me quickly. I continue, please.
Go ahead.
CEO at the wait. Grant me, please. Thank you, sir.
I said, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll give it. Go ahead.
Antikadi Kabo Obayanda. I'm sorry where everybody they go against you now because of you they see who started with me they see yesterday. I remember when we start up this BOS, Mrs. me go against you where you me they support mother BO, even when them pull the dirty white paper or black paper. Right? We go against you, I'm sorry about that. But now you don't see when I say you say that people are the no mature. Because maturity is all about what? It's all about courage and consideration. I take the courage to look at about the nonsense where they go with, and I bring you inside for make you see the reality about what you need to see. And even so, about last week, that Thomas guy with Attila with them, they go against you, then the way they talk. I was like mad. I try for call, but it's like CEO no me and maybe then at the last. So they're not getting in at the queue because I may want go in for the serious one because the way when they talk to you now very moment say I know me lekam. That's not the other thing. Secondly, Matilda, now the same thing Matilda me they talk because Matilda me they see. They talk the correct thing. Then go out and cook up against them because these how these people are. Let me go back history. Then I know they go towards all that yet because they fight against certain things. When that guy went Sidon, Usa, he says Sidon and village, in just the pool, how we want for pool. Mother Bio, na Alibaba and the 40 thieves. I mean, town I say they come for can drain the country. Now the last matter so na in the come for can take. First we don't work for 22 years old. I go get power. Wait till they expect. The one where Sidon is say is Sidon na in Kalamba or how you call them. Sorry, let me tell you something. The basic things them for the people in the Salone, they don't get them. We were there over here. Now we they chill we self left and right, they send money every week. Sometimes people like can tell me say, why you not take your money go invest na Nigeria and Ghana? Because again the Gentonian friends them where we all can meet online. and they tell us that we can't come number one, right? They can follow maybe they should don't say fear they go skyrocket. Maybe on Monday or whatever, fear they go to 12,500. Now they talk say fear don't go up skyrocket. All things just they go backward. But yet still they not get the eye for see because they always support Mother Bio. When you support them, now in them feel say you for it. Me I know the big person in boots because I they work over here so. America they pay me and they send me money still and I they even add more than the country than because Mother Bio now they pay. Now we money the world they send. Now they use for pay and then taxpayers money them. They come out they fly and they go dance like a go boy. They go begin make you not president. Why you not sit on back? Then you allow let the cultural people let them perform. Then when they talk say no, well, it don't do well. You swear the part talk for encourage people for coming for can invest in the country. You don't need for talk for invest. What you say for encourage people? Set up your house in order. You don't see where people they come. When your house fine and they pass around and they collect this house is fine over. I want come inside. And in fact, I want part of this house. But you know they go talk big talk outside. There's all sorts of lies. Then you come people on the sofa there. Now madness. Now total madness. And they come back again online for them on Sunday. See you sorry at the left fire for today. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'll bring the next call line. I'm going to call out. And well, I don't know say this thing go warm this night. I mean, if it's going to be easy one, but I think say this, you don't look tense. Good evening, call out. And we'll say the call from, please.
Yeah, Mr. Mohammed, this is Gallo again. They call from Kalangba. Let's correct the last caller first. Kalangba located at the Lokoba Chiefdom. Okay, let's correct the last caller because you misunderstand me. Kalangba locates that the Lokomasama Chiefdom inside the Port Loko district. Go na the geography and look. So I don't mix up that side. Last, I put on straight. We close to Lungi. Now that's the ones I talk to you. I don't live in the US. I work very hard, just like you. I come to Kalangba. I build a hospital. I bring water. I give people there. Now this I will give them. You can do the same thing. Mr. Baba, I respect you for saying you serve the government in a capacity one of be rich. I paved a way for you for serve that position. Me way to talk to you so. Without me, you not be for able to do nothing. Go back to the history of Sierra Leone. I, Pias, Bemba, Jallo, bridge the gap for the peace in Sierra Leone between President Kaba and the area. You know for those you don't do, if you don't do panel on Ronia. Antikadi, you know, I'm glad for you. You push me for BSLPP. You know, it's Sierra Leone. Vote for APC, one vote for SLPP, then two parties all I vote for them. Anytime I tell me na their day. Waiting me not like Puna upon this program also, Mr. Mamela make a right. Then they go out of topic. Who will talk about Dubai visit? Then go out of track. The panelists there, they are not professional. Then they go out of topic. To be honest, I'll tell you this. I wish one day bring me now, if you don't have Kalangba now, last the way they say you track me. You they track me, I they show you the location where I am. At the GPS meter. And if you don't have Kalangba now, I do one for you, you see me. I tell God, Kenki, I know I'm politics. We're not a politician. I don't go to school. I don't need nothing from politics. But, you know, what I did do some research then. What me they do? Alasan Ouattara travel more than 60 times. Alpha Conde travel. A lot of Africa travel. You know, for the issue for mother doing travel. And a part of the package of the president for travel with his wife and his family is part of the package. When I sit down in London, America, we know what talking to. A part of the package. Not jealous. Let go with them. I send one picking at that program.
All right. We'll get the next caller. Good evening, caller. What anyone said one more that will be on in. I know say time the kitchen. Good evening, caller. Yeah, caller. What anyone said call from, please?
Yes, this na Mark the talk.
Yeah, Mrs. Mark. Good night. You take tonight program, sir.
Yes. Yeah, I just been one for question, Mr. Tab. in professionalism and also the powerfulness and smartness of an iPhone. So I just want for please make it prove me right. And we say I did right now, if you go able to track me, that's not just me question what I get. How me a student, an IT student who want for learn so much about creativity and intelligence, especially in the Western world, because I get an understanding, say tapping into another person's phone is a crime. And also then ideas and they or then facilities and they are restricted to people like FBI or maybe the security system. So in America, you will operate like somebody like a way they are talking for say they will tap into somebody's phone knowing location, GPS tracking system or location. Number one, I just want to let Mr. Tab help me for tell Usai a day and also with the registered name under this phone since he able to tap and track, please. That's my question. I want for learn from him. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. I'll like get one more last caller for the night because time don't reach we. Good evening, caller. What name is the call from, please?
Good evening. This is SM, the call from Boston.
Yes, sir. What name you want to take the show tonight, sir?
First of all, I want to say thank you. I will get you now. I've done the answers and maybe even send that text when I come because I don't know my schedule. But honestly, I'm disappointed tonight with the panelists then. And also the reason why Anti-Cardi B, they say last program want be a guest instead of a co-host. Honestly, first of all, why Anti-Cardi B is people there who still support Mother Bio and Fatima Bio. It really needs to apologize before this program ends. You know, if we saw this swear, it way in the same people go, minister go greet Fatima Bio every morning, not get evidence. You know, the same thing happened last time where they strike or stop them. If you don't get evidence, don't say things, more especially in a public forum. You say minister there every morning, some minister they go visit Fatima Bio before they go in an office. It's not fair. You know, you say like my way talk they go call police for you, for let you come, then they arrest you. It's not fair. You don't get evidence. They're not can't just Baba. Baba saying a Democrat. But they continue to refer to coup, Malabi not for done it, even for done it time. And therefore do the same thing as being Konaki. Let people there left for full people then. You know, not discuss who at the topic, who at the benefits for Malabi and go on and Dubai. You know, Malabi they travel a lot. They go London, for educational program. He come back, we see the dividend. How much they therefore end up giving. You know, don't talk about politics, don't talk about tribal, but on the talk about tribal. Tribal, don't talk about tribal, but me not like this. Don't talk about politics. Malabi no relevant for second time for talk about the second time. Are you serious? Me really doubt whose college in go. If they say, well, I can understand. Because these are the same people who say the open vice president's office. I know which you don't get. You know? So please, what the one I want to talk to we, some of we will take all the time for even start for this program because we expect to get people there, panelists there can't talk the issue, not about personality. You know, like when Mr. Ajalo just said recently, he get a package where he cover the presidency. You know, if the president is traveling with the family, now back up in packages. You know, this thing where they say Malabio second time, people don't know they did the same thing 2018. People are not anymore. You know, people know the good and the bad and the ugly. Honestly, I'm disappointed with Anti-Cardi for that swear alone. For people that support Malabio and Malabio up to now, you don't do that.
Thank you very much, caller. And I'll offer to the caller the whole thank you. Over to you, Anti-Cardi. There the callers them. So with now you because I know the time they can catch you now. So over to you.
Yeah, first of all, make us talk with this last caller. I hope so you go back, you go watch this program and this broadcast and not way. Yeah? All I say is when we get speaking them, let we remember what people they do. Things and because Kumra fall not a jump fire. If you don't know that expression they ask, then we explain that. I say Kumra fall not a jump fire. So let me take them because God say let we love. If we love God, we fall love with people then. That is what I said. You get me? And I say, get me, if you say because we don't see plenty of people in a position, we see waiting come out of them, picking them. You understand? I say so we have to be careful how we do things. You see? Now that's me. We things that nobody, I'm not sure because several times I can answer say, Me, I no go ever wish bad for anybody in Peking because me say get Peking them. And I like for I no go wish bad for Fatima and Bio. You get me? I say, but may they take them waiting and they do. You know, nice. You understand? Eh? Because God not like that. You understand? Let God not vex per we. You get I say because when you get your Peking and say if you Peking do something, you the punish them. You can wanna then in the end you punish him. I say so that same God they look we, you understand eh? He can forgive in the end. He say I'm not the do one back. You see? Yes, maybe in another way. So go back like go wash him yeah. Anybody know you me not explain a public. Last you now. You get me? So now the last person now I reply to. Then I want to reply to this possible talk say you not get evidence about minister or Lima, you get me? But Lima, you know to hide thing. Lima, they threaten people them all the time. So whose evidence again you want? Eh? Una left them thing and they and all they ambush this country. You get me? Una left. Lima, it's so there, the evidence is so clear. Everybody may not get for can pinpoint to you say, yeah, this evidence is there. Lima not the hide. You know making authority. You see, Lima not go you not go physically involved with one disabled man. You see, it was all over the papers. You see, so if you want to say, you get me? Then you they say, we no evidence of minister. Of course, yes. It's just that I cannot name the minister. You get me? Eh? But I'm telling you, yes, evidence of a minister where they do that. Let's tell you now, okay? Trust me, I know they can so I say. But if you take me go court, na Salone, believe me, because court will force me for make a talk, then I will talk the person name. That tell you. I know they say anything I want to able to substantiate. So I want to let you know that. You get me? Then they talk say, alpha you talk about evidence. Where all the evidence and we alpha, we share no pool. You say you want evidence? Share no alpha, share no pool, boku evidence them waiting they happen in this country. Where are you? Because you lack evidence. Share not give the evidence. Let's make you not come and challenge the government. Say this is the evidence. Una talk. Where were you? All this is showing is that you are a partisan Sierra Leonean. That's what this is showing. You understand? And some of us will not stand for that anymore. We are speaking on behalf of the poor people who could not express themselves in this way. You understand? So we will talk for them. Make a go to other people there now. Okay? And this person they talk say for let's Sababa, locator, you understand? Sababa can locate you. You go say yes, Nadia. I'm not thinking Sababa for even bother with that. You get me? If you locate you get it right. You're not going to say yes, Nadia, because you know want to feel funny in social media. So you go deny. You go deny for let Sababa look small. If I were you, Sababa, I won't even mention deal with it. The maker cancel this and Kalamba Manwe say we are not professional. Of course, in your own opinion, we're not go professional because we are telling you things that you don't want to hear. We hate at the things that we why you're in. Because it upsets you because when they talk the truth, some of them are not like true. You get me? Eh? And the true VOS will they tell you the truth, whether on a lekam or not. What will they talk through now for Mother Bio and Fatima? Where were you? What will they talk through but Ben Kafala? Where were you? Oh, now because the tables on turn, the true nana against Una. You see, then you come now for talk. To tell you the truth, it doesn't bother me whether you think I'm a professional or not. You understand it? That's also the point. Get me? And not so you go tell me for change topic. And one thing you should realize, when people they deal with situations, you understand, situations can lead to other questions. Just like when a teacher they lecture you na university. When I go deal with one topic, but that topic they can go to something else because they go ask you questions depending how the talk they go. You see, so I'm surprised. You understand? And you will know so much about professionality. And then so we're not going to according to how they go. Yeah, by the way, and one for they go on and on again. Very, 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 very well and looking for that. Wait for me to get me. We position well in society. Get me. You get me? Talk things on and why una say you get me? And somebody minister of tourism. That minister of tourism, you understand, could have represented them well. You see, because we don't see where Amadou Masale go with guests and you. We see where he do. Some of us are impressed with that woman. So why they're not a maker? In this instead, the non-politician, they go to work. You see, and people sitting there and expecting us to go. No, we not go down, not followers. We are not blind followers. You understand? We are senses correctly. I'm not saying you know they use your correct. You get me? But who really like say yes, me? Then so don't help in other amenities. We need all them say they white BO anywhere if they not they spend money there. Then when they come now, they take all the treatment and ayaso. You get me? It takes all your treatment and under national health. You get me? Free treatment and all that. Then when I go now, they spend money, now they go hire jets them and everything. And then you are telling me that that treatment and go now pay for them and advice. The world doesn't operate like that. I'm telling you, we don't then at this country in for we know enough how the Western world they operate. They know they operate like that. Pay for president in web and pray for all the entourage the way they come. No. I can categorically tell you say no, and I challenge you for let you cannot tell me how. Let them prove them. You get me? And then they talk about when they talk about things like rice. When BO can have power, I remember when BO the campaign. He said rice be only 60,000 leons. Before they make up, you don't go 100,000 leons. He go come for set all the leakages. Well, okay. From 60,000 to 100,000. What about now from 120,000 now to 450,000 or just over 400,000? Which will for talk about? Some of you for take them on at the talk. You get me? You people are seeing all that. And then you are not saying anything. Una left, let go no vex power. Una left. You get me? Fear they increase, everything they increase, then they go there, they dance and they go sleep big, eat big and everything. And we know how these people were living. You get me? You see? Well, okay, somebody don't be president. Now, me say if I be president, obviously I will live a standard of president, you see. But then with the expect for them, you get that empathy for the poor people then. We know they get. When they go, I wonder how una they sleep. Me, I wonder how una they sleep. Because conscience for the work una. You get me? But if conscience not the work una, maybe some of us are wasting our time. You understand? But we will still talk for long as see senses. You get me? Over to you, Sababa.
Anyway, I appreciate the callers that we call, and I respect everybody in view because that night make the democracy very beauty. When I even see what you know happen in your democracy as you are America woke. This time a little girl now the only girl pick you I get on all me picking there. It don't knock the domote. Why are this here? I open the door for letting nothing that they do. Now for let picking know exactly what thing that they do. After we don't know what they do, it all left me back. It don't go outside the go. That don't say America they make all picking and get right to every information. So they want to know exactly what in Papa they been deprive them from what they do when I not see on the camera. Picking the think and what me from tell life will be different. But we don't please in conscience. We all don't prove say it don't go away. It don't know say that is not doing anything that is contrary to what is. It don't go away. That don't tell we say democracy is freedom. Freedom don't just happen here. With me last speaking, she's just like 2 years, 3 months old. The people was on 2 years, 3 months. Now she's not here. I appreciate everybody within and view within and talk. That's the beauty of democracy. I just manifest and when me own picking me the suppressed me, I still do interview. But I choose for can sit by me for put on. Now I go back to all the question people then we I want the gentleman we talk say me say let them overthrow President BO. I help you through this program. If this interview in this program was let them overthrow President BO, take me now any court national or any international court. I ready for stance. We say in this program, me say then for overthrow President Bio. One thing I want for we do for law not be mediocre as university to go. That's true. And only for tell you university to go. That not get anything for do to you. What we talk about here is not about a personality, it's about issue. We're not the care for address personality with issues and address problem. Even at one university will not exist for that would not get anything for do the issue would affect this and presently. I don't get anything for do that. I'm just a baba. Full stop. I'm not Sierra Leone. Then the other young man talk say he wants me for make her identify outside day. My brother, I don't want to go further than the advice what they give you. If you're an IT specialist, then you are very naive and how IT they work on the world. I don't need to educate you on that issue. That means you are out of touch, and that's not your fault. Now the fault of Sierra Leone's with leadership, and they will not even present Sierra Leone to the other world. And because one where I can at this country, I go University of Sierra Leone, IPAM to be specific. For that they even evaluate my result for the university where I belong for going to this country for making an evaluator. It take me over donkey years. So that's be specific for like even even know say technology the way they identify outside there, outside it's not what you do. So if you know able know that they minus iPhone, then that makes you very naive and try for do more research on IT operator. Yeah. For like how satellite and other things and the search. Phones they lead to satellite in the world. It depends to which kind of technology they do. If you do IT, then you know able know that they are not blame you. We student they would go University of Salone. I was one of the people who go University of Salone. So man they do engineering, one they touch motoka. So man they do computer science and not even savvy software. So you are good to that capacity. For make you even know say technology they will identify you minus iPhone. What do we tell you? Say they and they give exact description of you. So if you don't know that then I don't know you want IT for take them. Then you need to do further research on IT and what you want to do. Probably not just want to frame yourself on that. Yeah. Me don't phone or go identify and for that and they are not in that capacity. Lord, we move forward. If you talk say back say the system need for me the violate the information system. Once you want for like na first world I live. I don't live in America over years. I know exactly what na cyber and not cyber crime. Oh, I not claim crime what the government thinks and the way they don't know. I know exactly what they do. I know what tell you how they work and what they do. That's not necessary. What is necessary I will address through a long issue. And Salone people in Japan suffer. The village, not get anything for those me city Sierra Leone. Now Salone man they suffer. This is not about tribe. I know identify myself with tribe. You know even sabi me tribe. I'm a born a Kono. Kono is a cosmopolitan area. You don't know if I'm a Mende or I'm a Timini or I'm a Limba or I'm a Creole or I'm a Shabro born a Kono. But I choose to identify myself with the people that are Kono. Me tab. You don't know what's in tab. No Kono man on the way in the call tab. You don't know what's Kono. True try for identify myself with tribe where I not belongs to. See, we are learning this now. Ghana where Ghana right now. Then you say, are you Ghanaians? You say yes. Let's try to identify with Swahilians, not particular tribe. This tribe now don't put you into problem. And they affect yourself. But you just want to talk to the way you don't talk now. You don't get a platform, you get 2-3 megabytes with the Biden. So you don't talk. You turn a murder na you cap. That's correct for you because this situation where you find yourself. But when you don't live now, the world not limited to one person. The world is a global. You know even nothing a global. So move on. And let's go to matter view in traveling issue. Everybody attack Sister Kadi say, oh, now when you travel with President Obama don't do that, or they don't do this. This that now we are the problem, not the politicians. The politicians are among the 1% people politicians as well. But me want to be on as well. If you think say I talk say vice president office I be one for get job, I not be one for get job. Salone government be one for last servant. As I serve Salone government. I know I'll go serve to Salone government, I serve American government because I know say the truth they talk to American government so then they take. Salone government know why I talk that true. If I don't take them, will kill me and put me up at them road. But you are still okay. Yeah, my brother. You don't know who done a tab, and I'm not sabi you not going to that. Not going to see a long issue. Sister Kadi, what are the attack say? They attack women. Sister Kadi, now one of the most respectable woman the women respect at this forum, and I respect her. Now the first time this women and Sister Kadi on there on the park. All the time me and Sister Kadi all the talk, we not get consensual say me and them talk. They always say Tabi na possible very, very much you program the way they present the things that you are out of. Now I say Naswadi. I'm the extrovert to you. But reality, me and Sister Kadi always get injunction when me and them talk. Because there's Sister Kadi never any issue for Mother Bio for travel to Fatima Bio na West. But now for left Mother Bio present Fatima Bio say she's a government officer. That is wrong. Fatima Bio she's not a government officer. Then one thing where you the SNP person will be so advertising say Mother any say Fatima Bio. No. No. Go read in the concept, you can't present the issues now. Law present fact them. Law not live in fictions. Show me one first lady we don't sit on at UN where they do life. We put in camera where they live. One first lady at the whole world for the past 30 years. If this person should say Anti-Kadi they present Fatima Bio as an obstacle to Salone. If you show me one first lady, we don't do that in the United Nations, they give $1,000 to Mr. Kagbo. Wow. Me promise. Like show me one first lady we don't sit on a UN General Assembly. We show camera they do live it. We do UN General Assembly. Fatima Bio the embrace Salone. If we don't want to talk this, we have to say it. Fatima Bio is not a government officer of Salone. She is just a first lady. We get a position by the marital status. You don't get anything for do with governance. You don't get nothing for do with governance. If Mother want for travel to West in any way they go, now in right, with taxpayer money, get authority for let travel to West any way they go. But that not mean say in wife represents Salone in official function. There is a difference between the wife and official function. Now that now SPP pro SPP people there, not to SPP self. Power people. I don't want to see as a fact. I don't want for labor on that. That will be on a research. When Mother build a election 2023, that will be on a problem. When I go know why Mother lost or why Mother not lost. On a problem. When I go living, that's what I live in. And the law address your own issue here. With problem here, no, if we want to take over to Mother has been a junta, not only twice. Mother overthrow in 1990. It not stop there. Overthrow back in 1996. 3 months election. So it was not just a John one, but it was a John Talia try. So Mother Bio himself believe in coup. If Mother not believe in coup, in the first place, Mother Bio was even the talk 2 days ago on BBC. All the Mother Bio in the talk, it was jeopardy, like it was a comedian in BBC's talk show. Some of us as an intellectual, when they work on a top office system, when they say Tabia is Salone. I had your president in the BBC. He was like a comedian. Some of us feel embarrassed. Sometimes we don't know that. Una sit down on a corner. When I feel so, all the Mother talk, it talk like a something that was good. Mother talk like one like a Kelvin who just the poor joke. In the first place, Mother just contradicting himself in all his speeches where it be in that Guinea-Conakry issue. Mother, you were part of ECOWAS who passed a sanction on the Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya. Why you not be make all the statement and they say you therefore go visit? Then thing it has to be known to Sierra Mother, you not go Guinea because you go there in the capacity of Mother Bio. You go Guinea because you represent your own agents. You not go there as an individual. I want them mediocre them. When I wait now, whosoever partner they, I don't care. Let us not say Mother is not representing us. When Mother been there as a Costco representative, maybe do Albert for Costco or Sam's Club. Mada was not giving anything to Sierra Leone. I'm not being passionate here. Mada was representing himself. Nobody cares about him. Who was Mada? But now we chose Mada because he's our commander-in-chief representing Sierra Leone. He educated people them more than he do. Some of us not even for verifies whatever thing is in manifesto is they are true. And we'll cross-check that before the election. Now I make a tell and say, for let Mada be the next president, we don't need for discuss them. That will be Mada in manifesto. We don't need for the second term. If Mada will be a contract for ruling for 5 years. If the man don't fail for 5 years, now I make a say, let we discuss in 5 year fail or don't fail. Let not discuss in next time. The man don't fail, we don't fail. Full stop. Further than that, let's you alone and go to term say if Mada not be failing for let them vote for him. That's not the subject here. The guy don't fail we. Mada spend all the money where Mada don't spend for in 3 years. Economics, I'm an economist here. First and foremost, Mada just tell we say, and they change Salone money in 3 months. How many days they don't put up the 90 days wait from the tell with the bank? They don't change your money. That's to say Mada is lying, right? They don't change your money. They call them. They don't change your money. We now go check the time. They tell the bank governor been talking now. If they don't change your money, then a fact. I know they like per Mada bill. Mada go talk say you alone in the family then they take $500 home. That means if I been get 3 picking a salon, I they take $15 home. Is that true? We now say no say Mada bill don't lie in things that we not talk. We're not correct. That's a complete lie, not a lie. Is fallacy, misplaced of position. Mada bill go talk say you alone they get lights uninterrupted. Is that true? You where they talk to? Is that true? You where they na Kalangba? You they get lights or Freetown? You know say it's complete misplaced of position. Mada bill talk say, oh God, I don't want to do into all the lies the way you not ever get president. We not ever get president at Salone. We don't ever get let's tell you one thing is Mada bill the lie pass to president who pull at this country, Donald Trump. Mada bill the lie pass all presidents who exist in the world. Donald Trump, they second Mada bill the first and lie now the world. Mada bill the most celebrated lie. What are the question, Mada? If there's speech, not any write them speech. If we put them can write them speech, if they read them speech, and I don't blame them. So all them people they talk, we are a comedian. We just get an opportunity. We get una full little na within say this that. We they lie and convince people them. Me they talk to una, yeah. We don't want to talk to una. Now Mada bill vote for. I want me Mada bill. We want for count issue. Let's challenge Tababa in me fact. Cheno ba don't count fact evidence. All government will they pay now 3 people. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. We get finance minister at Salone. We get information minister. We get presidential press or secretary. So Africanist press don't allow to Sierra Leone over 1 year now. They go so they don't make fact evidential fact. Nobody in the government no able for challenge Africanist press say all you don't put by.
Don't let for anti-Kadi please.
So for that one the count the cost we me and the Kadiwo Council don't already talk the facts and things that we correct about the country. Then you don't know say me and the Kadi they talk with the help on picking them, with the help on assessor, with the help on family. But because of something some of now, oh God, you are okay. I don't want to use another word will be very wrong. You are okay. In America will be there, like in American TV for Sidon, I for don't use your America word. Where exactly when I do understand. Because now they talk about them. So let we move forward and go say, let the land, let we not change law, all develops you alone, Salone belongs to we. If we do suffer together. If we enjoy, we enjoy together. Now one green country get one Salone, one people, 116.
All right, thank you very much, Auntie Kadi. I know it's only to your last words. The song will be on way beyond the time. So your last word. We'll come back and mix it. We'll mix the planets up more, so we make it more interesting. But again, very good night. Your last word.
Yes. Thank you. My own last word we have say no is Tababa. You try for say where in writing the guy's mother in speech, we no go blame him. No, we for blame him. Because you go read a speech out to the public, first read them. Elect and write them for you. Everybody knows his speech is an activity in the right. Even I also said with man and say we get a language, we born a now writing the right and speech then for go read them a public. If for the read them first. You see. So if you not read them, then you go talk anything where you not be one talk. I'm afraid you endorse them. Because the mere fact say you read them out. Because if you read them first, then you either or sometimes I'm not member again. You see, if I be school to know speech first before you go read them. So therefore blame them. Yes, you don't go speech out where you don't school to nice them. You see. So I think I don't agree with you. We blame them. You get me? If you been say no more, well, yes, it's not easy for us. The lion, na X%, and you dey pay plenty money for you. You get me? But then you do them properly before you carry down a public. You get me? So if you not do something, if you look at this program now today, make you know now say anything against speech, make you read them first. You see, read them, scrutinize them, you see, digest them properly, ask questions and everything. Then you go and say it. But they go and say it, you say, we're not only right and I'm eating the rice, give me. Well, if you say it's right, give me, I'm afraid I'm not going to open my mouth for describe. You see, how other people will describe but it's wrong. Try for the read your speech. And I just tell all the people and thank you. We can so like I said last week, you see, we are all with thick skin. The kind of program they are, so you see they tell you something, it hurts you. No, enough for hurt you. You understand it? Because people you bound for hurt some people then. Even though they hurt people and deliberately, but you hurt people then because they tell them something with an way. And particularly if not the truth they say. Well, that is not news to me. Not a new thing to me because I've gone through that all my life. You understand? Telling the truth, and I always get people there we know one is truth, we will always resent it, you see. But I am consistent. I'm consistent. This is just the way I am. You get me? I know they call the kettle white when the kettle black. That's how it is. What matters most is at least the way they communicate them, you see, you respect people then and all that. That's not the most important thing. I thank everybody.
All right. Well, thank you now, because I know so many sign now say we're way beyond the 2 hours and so many. But I want to tell my guests, thank you very much because I know say I love of country. I think I almost 5 o'clock to you, Mr. Baba. Right now, you just come and work in every yesterday and every say hi to the family. Don't consider dinner. So I want to tell now, thank you, and we can for continue discussion here because we know so going closer to the election, go for be tough, but we get for do what we need for do for make sure say we give you information and let people and just take what they need for take out the information. And for tell now, thank you again. God bless you now, and see you again next Friday by God in power. Stay blessed and good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mr. Baba.